Good morning, or I should say good evening, everybody. Or for those of you that are up late in Europe, good evening. How are you doing? Good morning. Oh God, wow, that's a great start. How is everybody doing today? I'm really happy to be here this morning, or this evening, or whatever time it is, to do an attempt to play through or get as far as I can with Battlestar Galactica: Scattered Hopes. This game came out this week. It is a how do I describe what this game is? It's copyright 2026. I think this picture is copyright 2025, but if I click this button here, it should switch to the game. It didn't. Wonderful. I love this. Love this for me. Let me just... Oh, it did switch to the game. There we go. You can see it is actually 2026. Pain Simulator 2026 is probably what this game is going to be like. So, first of all, I just want to say congratulations to Core for getting first for the stream today. My fault for not realizing I needed to click go live on OBS on YouTube, so we're only live on Twitch for a couple of seconds. But hey to Lightning Dragon, hey to Anarchy TV, hey to Jacob Bronski, hey to T-Ram, hey to Sticky Bush, hey to... That's everybody. Thank you so much for being here. So... basically, if you don't know the background to Battlestar Galactica, it is a sci-fi series. It's been originally, I think, the 1970s, remade in 2016. Hey, Trog, good to see you. Thanks for being able to join for tonight. I'm really happy to see that. And basically, it covers humanity-created robots called the Cylons. Those Cylons achieved sentience and rebelled against humanity. A pretty horrendous war occurred. And then an armistice was formed between the humans and the Cylons, where they decided not to mess around with each other. And then, I think 50, 40, 20 years later, the Cylons come back and just wipe everybody out. And what we are going to be doing is we are going to be taking one Battlestar, which is a combat ship, and using it to try and escort the last survivors of humanity away from Cylon space. And it's going to get rough as anything. The TV show is phenomenal. I'm actually rewatching it at the moment with my housemate, having a really good time. Darker than I remember. But we're not going to be following the Battlestar Galactica. This is a different group of people that escape the 12 colonies. So we're going to start a new game from scratch. I have played the demo, but I have not played the release version of the game. And I purposefully didn't finish the demo because I knew I wanted to play this on stream. The idea for this stream in particular is we're just going to see how far we can get. So I want to see if I can... Basically, we're going to keep going until either I win the game or I die. Now, hopefully that doesn't mean I die straight away. Hopefully I can last for a little bit of time. For those of you that are playing on or watching on Twitch... I have turned the Twitch integration on, but I'll probably just use my voting system. So if we have any really big votes that we have to do, like any big decisions, I want to get you guys involved in that. So I'll get you to we'll use the chat voting system to get you involved in that as well. Hey to Kiss Snow Gamer and Melia, nice to see you. Thanks for joining. Let's start a new game. So this is my demo. I'm just going to start a new file. And okay. Do we want to start... I haven't played since the demo, but I don't think I need to do a tutorial run. So we're just going to start a normal run. I haven't done anything, so I can't grab any of these bonuses that you get for doing another run. I kind of feel kids, thanks so much for your comment. Oh, thank you so much, Kojibi. That's very kind of you to say. So we're just going to start a new run. This could be a mistake because I haven't played since the tutorial was in Steam Next Fest. I may have forgotten some of the mechanics. But what's first like without trying to work a game out on the fly? Okay. The one problem with just starting a new run is we don't really get like an intro. Well, actually, we're still kind of setting up what fleet we want to fly. That's actually still part of the introduction. So I think we've got access... I don't think we get many fleets to start with. I can't unlock Extinction Mode. I can't get any of these bonuses. So we have the Wanderer's fleet, which gives us a Callisto-class Gunstar, which isn't quite a Battlestar. It's less fighter-focused, I think. We have a couple of sheets. A balanced fleet led by a Callisto-class Gunstar, a mining ship, which is this ship here, and a botanical cruiser. Core system is old tech. All repair costs are reduced by 33%. That's pretty nice. A balanced and versatile Gunstar adapted to all playstyles. Okay? So we start with 2,000 hull. We're a little bit wounded. The fleet health is down to 300. We get 3 Tillium, which is one of the most important resources in the game. We get 8 supply surpluses, 90 scrap, and 2 nukes. We also start with the mining ship and the botanical cruiser. We have 1 squadron of Vipers, 1 squadron of support Raptors, and 1 squadron of Wolf Fighters. We end up with an offensive flak guns on the ship, and we have our nuke launcher, and we have the old tech bonus. Main advantages were obsolete. So yes, something to explain in the story. Actually, let me just move chat so you're not taking up that slot. One of the things that, like, the whole reason that the Battlestar Galactica TV show happens is that the titular Galactica is so out of date, the Cylons can't hack it. They hack all of the rest of humanity's defenses, but the Galactica is a relic from the original war with the robots, and not a single system on the ship is networked. They can't hack it, and all of their fighters are ancient as well. It's supposed to be a museum, and that's why they get away with it. Let's see what else we've got here. So we also, okay, I can't unlock the convoy, which is led by an Atlanta-class Gunstar. This looks very advanced. Then there's also the Vanguard, which has a Urus-class Gunstar. And then there's the Gorilla, which has an Ares-class Gunstar. So these are all the different fleets we can start with. But we are forced... Hey, Toasted Waffles, good to see you. This game is brutal. Yes, I'm expecting this to be pretty brutal. So basically, the way that humanity survives is by hating networks. And they do everything by hand. They like calculate all of their... They do all of their jumps. They check all of the data by hand. So they'll plot a faster than light jump. And then they'll plot it out by hand and compare the results to make sure they've got the data correctly. So we're going to have to start with the Wanderers. Yes, there's going to be some FTL vibes from this, but it's going to be brutal. Alright, we're going in with the Wanderers fleet. There's nothing else I can change here. I don't have access to any of these at all. So let's jump. So we're now jumping to FTL. I think the Gata does do it by hand, at least in the mini-series. And maybe change that in the actual... Hey, Dallas Sam, it's good to see you. So here's the backstory. The Cylons were created by man. They rebelled. They won. They evolved. They now look like humans. So there may be Cylons in the fleet. I forgot to mention that. And their final goal? Extinction. They want to wipe out all of humanity because they feel that if they don't wipe out humanity, the humanity's going to wipe them out. In search of humanity's only hope. Now, Galactica has its own story. It's a massive Battlestar. But we are just a Gunstar, so we're not quite as powerful. Okay, here's our CIC. We've got our CAG here. That's our Combat Air Group Leader. He's our fighter ace. Which is a tip for me with some of the crises in this game are not worth doing, like accepting the mission rather than bypassing them. But not okay. Interesting. So we've already dropped down to 225 health, and we've already dropped down to 1800 hull just from the game starting. Commander, I know we're all giddy about Commander Adama's message. Yeah, so Commander Adama is in charge of the Galactica. He says he's taking over the war, but that isn't actually what happens in the story. But we have a situation over here that we should check out. The CIC falls silent. Adama's message brought hope earlier. Mohammed's concerns are pushing in the other direction. So Mohammed is one of our heroes. We're going to have a few of them. A young loan shark met the daughter of a family of a hydroponic farmer. He's asked for her hand, but okay, this is a wild thing to start off with. Two people want to get married. So they are in the Underworld faction, a collection of thieves, brokers, and spies working in the shadows and handling the black market and other unapproved but vital operations. While they crave power and wealth, their sense of honor is strong. And the hydroponic farmer is a mechanic. Dockers, heavy machine operators, algae farmers. The workers represent a diverse fleet of civilians working hard aboard the fleet. Always asking for more, they expect support and respect. So a young loan shark met the daughter of a family of a hydroponic farmer. He's asked for her hand, but the father refuses. We're dealing with a real issue here. This is not a cancer play. We have Commander Damas message to verify. This is our EXO Gunwoo. Ade, who is our snaps back at your ass. So who's Ade? This is Muhammad again. You don't understand. We already have one dead body on each side and a riot is brewing. Okay, very interesting start that we're starting with a civilian event as the start of this, because there's actually a lot of combat in this game, but I'm fascinated with where we're going with this. What are our options? We have the two murderers in custody over there. We hand one of them over to the other side. We let them settle the rest. That doesn't seem... Okay. Your exo looks at you non-silently here. Proves of this plan. Okay, so straight off the back, we have a binary decision we need to make. Do we side with the workers, or do we side with the underworld? If we side with the workers, our reputation with the workers will increase. Obviously, if we side with the underworld, our reputation with the underworld will increase. But the other one will go down. Because this is my first playthrough, I want to take a couple of these early choices myself. I think I want to side with the workers. I think I always want to side with the workers over the criminals. The criminals can get stuff, but I'm probably going to have to rely on the workers to do stuff as this goes on. I can also, by the way, start a poll on Twitch. I'm not going to do that just now. We're going to start with the workers for now. So our reputation with the underworld is decreased, and with the workers has increased. Your relation with a faction and its influence in the fleet has changed. No more about the current state of factions in the fleet. You can hover over or click on the fleet status summary here at any time. So if I go over here, at the moment it's actually not bad. That didn't actually have a big effect because workers is fair, military is fair, underworld is fair, healthcare is average, maintenance is average. Okay, let's have a quick look at our fleet before we kick off. I believe I can click on these to do stuff. I can't remember exactly what this gets me. This is minus 200 supply, but I can't remember what that gets me. Let's just check a few things first. So I've got my XO is a defensive strategist. So I can assign him to a weapon on the Gunstar. As long as this hero is assigned to a Gunstar weapon, the Gunstar gains plus 4% damage resistance per level of this hero. I've got Ade here, he's the CAG. As long as this hero is in a deployed squadron, all allied squadrons gain plus 3% damage per hero's level. Those are negative situations, okay. I've got 8 turns to resolve these, and they each cost me 200 hull, essentially, to do that. No, yeah, if I don't resolve them, I will lose 200 hull. And then I've got my Chief Tech, Myra Demos. She is a shipyard engineer. All fleets upgrades in the R&D tab cost minus 4% per this hero's level. So we're going to just set up a couple of things. We've got a mining pod distress signal. This is one of the missions we can complete. Dratus has detected a distress signal coming from this mining pod. The signal is too old for us to find any survivor, but we might be able to salvage something valuable. There's only so many things we can do before we have to jump. We've got a supply depot. Rest stop for weary travelers. Civilian supply depots are a blessing in times of war. If it hasn't been raided before, we should help ourselves. And we've also got refinery wreck. A wrecked refinery ship is drifting in this sector. No life signs. Its Tilium tanks seem to be half full. We should help ourselves. So we've got an option to gain scrap, which is the main resource, this resource here. We have an option to gain, looks like, supplies, or we have an option to gain fuel. We'll look at that in a second. Let's just make sure the ship is all set up properly. So first of all, in our hull here, we have our Viper, our Raptor, and our Wolf. We need to assign our hero to one of these. So I'm going to assign our CAG to the Vipers. And I did click it properly. So he's now piloting the ship, which gets it the attack formation ability. It also has Hunter's Dash, and it also has the activatable ability Hunter's Instincts. We'll get into that when we actually get into combat. We can deploy, I think, 2 fighters at a time. The Raptor's basically like a long-range sniper turret. The Wolf is kind of a tank. And then we've got the Vipers are the classic. These situations will damage the Botanical Cruiser, not the Gunstar. Thank you, Kiss, for telling me that. All right, onto weapons. So I want to assign a hero to our ship weapons. So I'm going to assign the XO to that. And that gives our flak cannons his defensive strategy. As long as this hero is assigned to a Gunstar weapon, the Gunstar gains plus 4% damage resistance. We also have our nukes. I'm not going to assign anyone to our nukes. We also, now I want to go to the R&D lab. And in R&D, there should be a way to assign somebody to R&D. I'm not sure if I do it through here. Like I say, it has been a little bit of time. So we currently have level 1 fleet logistics, which gives us 17% maximum fleet health, plus 25% current fleet health. We've got weapon and dock control, which gets us 2 weapon docks. We've got squadron dock 2, which gives us 2 squadron docks. You just spend scrap for upgrades. Okay, so where do I assign the girl? Based on encounters with silos that are upgraded arsenal, these reinforcements make the Gunstar and squadron significantly stronger. Hey, Focus the Future, good to see you. It's been a while. The Wanderer class can't reach this level. And then what's the Gunstar tech? Improved 4-dimensional system, boost squadron invasion. All squadrons gain 3% invasion. And this is plus 1 critical theft on Gunstar. Okay, so there's a few different things we can grab here. You can assign to fighters or guns. Some heroes can't be assigned. Okay, interesting. So that's that. That's going on in the bar. There is a bar we can go to as well. The bar reeks of cheap alcohol, which is probably why there's so few people in here. We have a discuss a special perk with your XO. Commander, I met an interesting fellow here, a scientist, expert in armament systems. She said she could help with upgrades or even a new system for the Gunstar. What do you say? So I can either let her improve our weapons and gun squadrons, plus 20% to all damage dealt by allied units, weapons or effects, with plus 20% speed to all squadron gain for 2 sectors, or obtain auxiliary system gain a new system. So this is a plus 20% damage and speed buff for 2 jumps, or this is a permanent new system. I think I'm going to go for the permanent new system. Let's obtain an auxiliary system. They can gain perks that allow them to be assigned. Cool. What's the new weapon system? Got it. I'll tell her. New auxiliary system has been acquired. Raw plating reinforcements. All squadrons gain plus 25% max hull, but suffer plus 50% repair cost. I don't love that. I like the plus 25% max hull, but the extreme extra repair cost may be very debilitating as time goes by. Let's grab it, because I don't know what's better. And I think I need to equip that in the hangar. Is that right? Maybe I don't need to equip that in the hangar. This is just going in a bit. No, it's just a thing I've got. Cool. Permanent upgrade. Right. Now let's have a look at these. We need to deal with these events, or things are going to happen. We also need to deal with this. We have a certain amount of time before we need to jump. We've got 9 hours. An event is going to trigger. A crisis will start here. And this is when the Cylons catch up with us. It's assigned to the Gunstar in the upper left. Here, yes. It's in my auxiliary systems here. It should be 27% due to the old tech core. There you go, okay, so that's a great pickup. I think, so we've got 3 Tillium, we've got 8 supplies, we've got 90 scrap. I think grabbing some more Tillium to start with is a good idea. So I can either spend 1 Tillium to gain 2 Tillium, or I can send one of my commanders to gain 5 Tillium for the cost of 1 Tillium. But that will exhaust that commander for the rest of the turn. So each of my commanders has like 1 action point, and I can send them out to do that. So I'm going to send my my chief tech to do that. So I'm going to click on this, I want to click on this, and I'm going to select her, and we're going to siphon the fuel tank to gain max fuel. So now we're up to 7 Tillium, and time ticks on. You see that we've now moved to here on the chart, and there's going to be a crisis that happens when I pick my next option. I've got 7 turns to deal with these. At the moment, I'm not... I mean, I'd love the scrap and I'd love the supplies, but I think I want to find out what these events are to make sure that I have the resources to deal with them before I do anything else. If these require critical actions from my team, I want them to be available to do them. So I'm going to click on the first one for Midnight Mist. We can either... So just fix a hull breach. So I can either send one of my guys to fix a hull breach for 1 action point, or I can spend 4 supplies to fix the action point. And the other one is... are they both hull breaches? They're both hull breaches. They both require the same thing. So it's going to cost me 4 supplies. If I send one of my guys to gain supplies, that will get me 9 supplies. So I could fix the other one with one of my officers and then spend 4 supplies to fix the other, is what I'm thinking. So I'm going to send Mohammed to go and get 4 supplies here. And then there's going to be a crisis, and we'll have as many resources as possible for that crisis, and I'll have 1 action left for that crisis. So let's collect supplies. And here's the crisis. We have a crisis commander. This is our comms officer, Alba. 1 problem at a time. New crisis. Commander, the FTL jump report doesn't look good. Our Gunstar is not fitted for these operations. It will be damaged if we keep on like this. With a bit of time and some additional resources, we can prevent future wear and tear, or we could assign engineers to maintain the FTL drive. Why couldn't we just do that? Do we need to spend time and resources in solving this? Considering our situation, everything is now about choosing our priorities, short-term versus long-term, resources against manpower. This choice will start a crisis. Resolving a crisis requires you to go through several steps, each one with its own set of objectives. There are 2 types of crisis stakes. Cancel. They will continuously affect the fleet negatively until they are resolved, and avoid. They will affect the fleet negatively if the crisis has failed or expired. The choice will allow you to bypass the crisis right away. It means you will find a way to deal with the crisis without having to be directly involved in sustaining its effects, but at a cost. Choosing to either deal with the crisis over time or bypassing it now is a major strategic choice that depends on the state of the fleet and your evaluation of the risks. Take your time to select one of the 2 options. So I can... Jeez, okay. So it's going to take 10 turns by the looks of this. You have your resources, prepare a team to fix this now. But if we fail a crisis before this is completed, we will take 480 damage, which is pretty rough. That's almost a third of our health. Or I can just say enlist engineers will manage, and for the next 3 sectors, Gunstar and civilian ship repairs will cost 25% more. So I'm basically committing myself to not suffering a crisis failure, I believe, for 10 turns. Or, it doesn't actually tell me here that it's 10 turns, it's just telling me here that it's 10 turns. Or this is just more ship repair costs for 3 sectors, and then I never have to worry about it again. And this allows me to fail crises along the way. I'm actually quite torn between the 2 of these. These are both, I think, quite a hard choice. I think I'll take the long-term one for now. This may be a short run, and we'll do another run when I know what I'm doing. So for now, I'm going to pick 1 problem at a time. You'll have your resources, prepare a team to fix this now. Right away. So yeah, this does tick down. So wait, there's opportunities as well. Okay. Fair relations with factions allow useful opportunities. Be careful. Faction offers always come with strings attached. This means you have 10 turns to solve the crisis. Got you. Thanks, guys. Let's have a look at what we need to do to solve the crisis. So we need to avoid 10 turns left to avoid, 10 turns left to complete all steps. We've got two objectives. Fix all malfunctioning systems and calibrate the FTL system. So to fix malfunctioning systems, I need to spend 2 supplies or send in an engineer. I think we can do that very easily. We'll just use the 2 supplies to fix the malfunctioning systems. That was a very cheap fix for that one. Then the other one we need to do, that's also moving time forward whenever we click on these, by the way, is we need to calibrate the FTL system. Calibrating the FTL system will cost me 4 supplies, or it will cost me 1 action point. So I could do that, or I could clear one of these. Then we're still a bit stuck even if I do clear these, but... 8. I need to spend 12 supplies to clear all of these. This is going to tick off in 9 though. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can focus on clearing these and hopefully gain more supplies in the next system, and then finish clearing this opportunity. So I'm going to spend 200. So I'm going to send my EXO to fix this hull breach. We need you on this issue, sir. Okay, something new just popped. Some workers above the series have prepared a package for us, sir. It's supplies. A token to convey the hope as we begin our journey together, so they say anyway. Should we accept gifts from the workers? They'll want something in return. Whenever you need detailed information about this fleet to make a decision, you can check your fleet summary here at any time. Okay, cool. That gives me everything. This is the fleet summary. Here you can access all fleet items as well as your current fleet upgrades. Click. Got it. Okay. So they are giving me 3 free supplies, and my support for the workers increases, or I can reject the deal and lose their support. I think I'm just going to take the free supplies. That makes this choice way easier on it, Commander. Okay, so we now, if you have a look here, the workers are still at fair, so it hasn't changed too much. I'm just going to spend the 4 supplies to get rid of this, so this is no longer on my back. Okay, so we're now at 14 supplies. We've got 4 turns left until we need to get out of here. We've got 6 Tillium. Increases the faction influence, gotcha. What I could do is I could spend 1 Tillium to get 29 scrap. I don't know if it's worth spending the Tillium for the scrap at this point. I can't get the 49, can I? Oh, 49 scrap, sorry, I misread, yeah. Let's do it, we'll see how bad this goes. We'll send the scavengers out. And that's us up to 139 scrap. And now we have a new event firing off on the Botanical Cruiser. Unusual request from the Underworld, sir. They're asking us to stop monitoring their travels across the fleet. You know, look the other way. Absolutely not. I agree, but I'm just a messenger. What you want to do? So let them fly freely. As much as we don't like it, we need alliances. We won't be complicit in their crimes, reject the request. So they're basically looking for permission to freely operate a black market and criminal enterprise in the fleet of survivors. I feel like it's too big of a security risk to allow free passage like that, especially because Cylons look like humans now. I feel like this is going to come back and bite me, but I'm going to refuse this request. Underworld is now tense. Your relation with factions just became tense. It means that from now on, the faction will no longer offer opportunities but only crises. Try giving a fair... Okay, so that unfortunately was my choice. I'd have to live with it. Now we have 3 turns left in this sector. So I feel like I'm just going to calibrate the FTL system so that this is resolved. And then we're going into the next sector with no crises. Okay, one problem at a time. Crisis solved. Great news. The FTL issue has been found and repaired. The Gunstar shouldn't be affected at all. Your team did well, Sergeant. Here's our... They've taken... After all, some are former military... Okay. So I think, did someone just level up? Oh, you did well, Sergeant. Your team did well, Sergeant. Just doing my job, sir. So she's a sergeant, not a chief tech, apparently. And her morale has gone up, which is good. No situations are POIs to evolve. You can still invest turns in Gunstar merchant production or in civilian ship crew training. So if I click on the ship, I can do stuff here. Gunstar and civilian ships can sustain critical effects during damage. The color triangle under the bar represents the different critical effect thresholds. When a threshold is crossed, the ship will spawn a negative situation in the next fleet sector. So you want to make sure you keep your fleet health above these triangles. Repair your ships, upgrade the critical systems installation and R&D, protect your ships. So we can invest in emergency recycling, which gets us plus 20 scrap. We can emergency harvest our crops for plus 3 supplies. Or we can do Tillium emergency refining for plus 1. Hey Tillium, how's it going? We could also train this crew to improve the ship's efficiency. So I'll be able to get +3 supplies per jump, or from these guys I get +30 scrap per jump. We also haven't engaged in any research and development. We should probably look into that. I'm feeling like getting critical system installation on the Gunstar is a good idea. For 48 scrap, a complete rework of critical systems, increasing their protection, making them easier to repair. -1 critical effect threshold on the Gunstar, plus 33% repaired hull points. So I'm going to buy this. It might be a mistake. I don't know. Okay, that's me down to 91. Improved photometric altitude plus 2% evasion. I would also quite like to get hull reinforcement, but I don't want to spend all of my scrap right now. Do we think training up some of the crews here would be a good idea? It's going to cost, what, XP just to train up? It just takes time. So I think getting it so that we're getting free supplies might be quite good. So I'm going to invest our next couple of turns into just training the crew of the Botanical Cruiser. Doesn't cost me anything, and it gets me free supplies every jump. So I'm just going to keep doing that. This is the Gunstar. What's the name of our ship again? The Gunstar Tower, not Battlestar Galactica. The Gunstar Tower. This is a complete restart. Yeah, I started completely fresh. I didn't import my demo background. Okay, and that's us now at Dratus contact. So the Cylons are jumping in. And let's hope I can remember how to play this, because I haven't done this since the demo. Let's go. Battle preparation. Repair ships and squadrons. Done. Assign heroes to weapons. Done. Level up squadrons and heroes. We didn't have any level ups to do. Upgrade the fleet. Done. Select the civilian defense. I have not selected the civilian defense. What do I do there? I just showed what happened to watch from the beginning. My last comment until I catch up. Okay, thank you very much. Where do I set my civilian defense? The civilian ship could be picked to be part of the civilian defense. If no ships selected for civilians, they're randomly picked. If picked, it will take part of the sector escape battle to prevent others from attacking. Okay, so I have to select 2 ships, and I can only select the 2 ships I have. That's fine. I just wanted to confirm that. Let's go to battle. All hands. Actually, I get to do this. Hang on a second. I get to do this. Because I'm a nerd, and I actually love this universe. Give me 1 second. I get to do this.
Action stations, set condition 1 throughout the ship. This is not a drill. Repeat, action stations, this is not a drill.
You also revealed Dratus contact. Let's go. Let's go. My first battle. Let's see how badly this goes. We're not going to do any save scumming or anything. Okay, where are we jumping to first of all? So we are currently in the Zelpha section. Caprica is owned by the Cylons. We only go right. We never go left. It's just like FTL. So we can jump to the Aldacus Borealis system, which has a structure and an asteroid, so we can mine, so we get everything. Option for additional supplies. Or we can jump to the Sadar system, which gets us more options for fuel. I think fuel is the way to go right now. Let's jump to Sadar. But we're computing a jump to Sadar. But we have to defend the fleet while they jump out. Typhoon Flash Frigate. Type B Blitz. Okay, we're fighting against the Cylon Frigate. Never seen one of these before. Alright. So this is a active battle, but I can pause at any time. We've got to survive for 2 minutes. We can emergency jump for 4 fuel, or we can jump when the calculation is complete. So down in the bottom right here is our jump calculator. Here's our Battlestar. Here are the civilian ships. We have to defend everything. We can't launch straight away, I don't think. Yeah, I can. If we're going to launch Vipers straight away, no, I can't launch straight away. I'll have to wait for them to cool down. Actually, yeah. And then criticals, health. Where do I select? Every 10 seconds upon arrival, 1 unit will gain Cylon Overlord Berserker. Unit gains a big damage increase with expensive increased damage received. Killing the frigate doesn't end the encounter. I'm going to hang out. I'll be able to touch quiet, but doing surgery. Okay, Pan, good to see you. You can destroy the enemy shipyard. I can, I believe, destroy the enemy ship, but it doesn't end the encounter. Mutation Tactical Jump. All units deployed gain the Cylon Mutation Tactical Jump. Upon battlefield arrival, increase unit speed for the duration of the effect. So you get 30% speed bonus for 4 seconds when they jump in. Oh yeah, here's where I set my guns. Okay, so I can... I think because the fight hasn't started, I can't do anything. So let's actually start the fight. Okay, so I've launched both of my ships. My Viper and my Raptor are deployed. We've got incoming enemies coming in. So I'm going to order my Vipers to get to here, and I'm going to order my Raptor to sit. The Raptor is basically like a turret, so I'm going to put the Raptor here. I'm not going to start firing my Gunstar. My Gunstar has guns. I can fire shots to slow enemies in the area. Already deployed. Where do I select the guns from? Raptor. Do I click on the ship? Hey, Tristan, it's just hello. I just want to make sure I can actually use... Oh, the guns aren't loaded yet. That's right. The guns aren't loaded yet. The guns are loading here. Okay, here come the enemy. So I'm going to order an attack on you, and I want you to hit these guys as well. They're basically going to race for my own ships. So attack him. The Vipers have a special ability. The Vipers will hunt down any enemies within their circle automatically, but my others won't. And yes, I have loaded a nuke. Okay, that's our first wave. Obviously, this is going to be not too bad to start with. We can only afford to launch 2 fighters at a time, by the way. Okay, the guns are now ready, so I can now select an area to deploy the guns into. Okay, we've got an incoming nuke. We're going to set get our Vipers to intercept that. We've got an incoming Heavy Raider. Heavy Raiders are a lot scarier. Okay, Vipers took out the nuke. We still need 1 minute 30 before we can jump out. This is obviously the first battle. It's not going to be too hard. Okay, we've got an enemy border. I don't know what that is. Let's head over here. Our Vipers have taken a little bit of damage. Don't go to the enemy ship as they will fire on your Vipers. Okay, good to know. We can sit back here. Hey, No Time Left, how's it going? Good to see you. How are you doing? How is the project going? Okay, we've got a big push of enemies coming in here. I'm going to set a flak barrage in their incoming zone so they fly through the flak barrage. This is my first combat, yeah. So we've got flak going out. That might have been a bit early for the flak, but we'll find out. We obviously do not want to fly through our own firing solution. So they're going to fly. Okay, they fly through the end of the flak. So I fired that flak way too early. This could be a bit spicy. There's a lot of enemies coming in here. You can see how the flak has slowed them down. Well, this is very spicy. Okay. I do have abilities I can use here. No, I don't actually have any active. I've got passive abilities, not active abilities. Okay, this guy here is a problem. We also have 2 strikers about to jump in. Okay, nuke. I've got a nuke coming in on the Gunstar. Viper needs to intercept the nuke. You need to focus down on this fighter. My guns are still reloading. Lots of new stuff. We should with 30k. That's so cool. Not all enemies shooting fires, find your fighters. Yep, I want to protect my ships. Okay, the game is tactical pause on its own. I think it's because my ships are taking damage. I have to take this nuke out. I don't want to risk losing it. We're taking a lot of fire on our main ships, though. Okay, you turn to take out this fighter and then come back around on these guys. That was a lot of damage we just took. Okay, we just took a critical on the mining ship. We are 40 seconds out from being able to jump. This is nasty. This is getting a little bit bad. Okay. You focus on this. You focus on this. Getting a 3rd fighter wing would be huge. 4 seconds left. On the reason we're doing badly here is I pre-fired too early with the flak. If I'd fired the flak at the right time, it would have been in a better position. Okay, I should not have split my fire there. All right, you focus on this border here. And you get ready for this border here. I've got 2 more missiles inbound. I may try and intercept them with my flak. That flak miss really did mess me up. Yeah, it did. I did not realize that I went in way too early with it. Okay, we've got more missiles inbound. So I'm going to get the Viper to intercept. Wow, those missiles are fast. Decide if I just spawn and use flak, it will predict where they will be. Okay. Wow, I did... okay, we got a problem. My Viper did not manage to intercept this missile. Unfortunately... I'm not going to be able to intercept it in time. This means that this ship is going to take a really big hit. So I have to make a decision now on whether I want to spend 4 Tillium to an emergency jump out of this situation. This is going to do 75 damage. It's not going to wipe the ship out. It's going to... I don't think it's going to take it to the next critical level either. We're also going to take a missile hit probably on this one because I don't think the Raptor can fire on missiles. It's not a nuke at least. Yeah, it's just a homing missile. There's a nuke coming, but I'll just keep going. Okay, the good news is we were able to shoot down that missile. But that was fast. The Midnight Mist, yeah. It's the speed boost everything's getting when it launches is really a big problem as well. Okay, nuke incoming. You focus on the heavy radar. You finish off this. Can you finish this guy off? Too slow. My dudes are just not going fast enough. My Vipers need to be faster. Get on this nuke. Okay, good job. Good intercept. We're about to jump out. Stop shooting my Raptor. Okay, let's get these guys back to the fleet. So I need to actually order them to dock. Right click. You have to undock to jump out. You have to dock your ships to jump out. I can't jump until my guys are inbound. There's a huge amount of enemies coming in. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get on board, jump. Oh no, no. Okay, they're on board now. Now we jump. We do not leave anyone behind. Whew. Okay. This game just came out 2 days ago, yeah. Alright, so we took some hits. We took some hits, but we made it through the encounter. So, the Tower is actually looking okay. The series is also looking okay. The Midnight Mist has problems. We need to get the Midnight Mist repaired as a priority in this next. The minor critical effect threshold has been triggered. It will spawn a minor negative situation in the next sector. Our Raptors got 28 XP. They didn't take. Sorry, our Vipers took 28 HP. They didn't take that much damage, and our Raptor gained 20 XP. Didn't take too much damage. The good news here is the event that we had that gave us extra armor has paid off for us here. The fleet is one step closer to the Galactica. Choose your blessing. We can pick Heroic Crew. A critical effect, Heroic Crew, sorry. A critical effect sustained during battle is resolved without cost. So I can cancel out the critical effect on the Midnight Mist. Providential Offering, we gain 4 supplies. Or Champion of Humanity, add against 15 XP. I personally think the option is Heroic Crew here. Oh, I didn't actually mean to... Okay, but I didn't think clicking on it would... thought it would, like, highlight it, but we picked it. Fleet states this is nominal, Commander. The entire Gunstar goes quiet for a second as the FTL drive enters its cooldown state. Guess we didn't get the memo. These Cylons are following us 24/7. You nod quietly. Your XO is right. This is not normal. We need to get away from the colonies, away from all known routes. Go quiet until we can reach the Battlestar Galactica. Agreed. Should we start looking for the next potential sector to jump to, Colonel? Affirmative. We need to get away from these toasters. Yes, right. They don't call them clankers in the Battlestar Galactica universe. They call them toasters. You know it's the right answer. It's Proto-Leaving, and yet it still feels wrong and spineless. Because we're basically running. Okay. So, we need to repair this series, and I want to get some of these events done. We'll have a crisis in 3 turns, so I would like to have available all of my team when we get to that point. There is an event in the bar that I'm going to fire off first. Actually, there's quite a few events going on in the bar. Each of these will take up some of our time. You step into the Gunstar bar, sad faces and empty glasses all around you. Some customers wave at you, happy. Surprised, perhaps, to see you here. You wave back. So I've got gamble supplies on a pyramid game. I've got sit down with John Woo and share a drink. Or I've got play tried with the Underworld. I think playing tried with the Underworld... Would that increase my reputation with the Underworld from tense? Let's find out, because that would be a good thing to fix. So I'm going to play tried with the Underworld. You're not sure how it looks from the outside. Playing with the Underworld is still like walking in the dark. 1 bar event for... Okay, thanks, Jean-Luc Picard. Also, welcome to the stream. Rounds go by, and you wonder if these are the gangsters... you and the gangsters are actually playing the same game. But eventually, luck, or a secret talent, leads to a big win. It immediately changed the way these members of the Underworld see you. So I can buy them around and leave, which slightly improves my reputation. Or I can offer to buy them a drink for 4 supplies. That's quite expensive, but it does improve my reputation with them significantly. I don't know at what level my reputation with them is at. What the difference between slightly improves and improves means. Bar event is usually limited per sector. No time is used unless you're trying for the 90-minute run achievement. No, I'm just playing the game for the first time minutes, so that's all good. I do quite like the pixel art. I'm going to go for the slight thing to see if that fixes my problem. Underworld is now fair. Okay, good. So that's excellent. That's what I wanted to fix. You fill the drinks and wish them a good night. Okay. Now then, the first thing we need to do, highest priority, is we need Tillium. There's 2 Tillium opportunities here. We've got represents the top left, top right corner. Yeah, it is. I just didn't know how much I was going to put it up by. Let's see. We've got 1 Tillium event here for +4 Tillium. The other one is also for +3 Tillium. Although this one is giving me 3 for 1 and not needing to use up a crit. So I think this is worth doing just for 1 Tillium. So I'm going to do this one, and then the other one I'll use one of my action points to grab. So I'm just trading 1 Tillium for 2 Tillium, essentially. So we're up to 6 Tillium now, and we have an event. This is very unusual, but I promise I'd ask, sir. Some of the officers are requesting compensation for having worked overtime. They would like additional food stamps. And frankly, I think they should get it. So I can increase my reputation with the military, or I can just... And under no circumstances do I think I should decrease my reputation with the military. So I'm going to compensate my officers. Oh, the puppy wants in the room. 1 second. Let me just let her in. Yeah, I'm coming up. In you come. We're just using in here. Do you want to get into your bed? Here's your blanket. Good girl. Hey. You want to sniff around a bit? Okay. She might bark again because she just wants to sniff around. She's looking for cat food because one of the cats gets fed in here. All right. So they appreciate that gesture. Yes, Bork. I'm sure. She's just woken up. She might want to go outside. I'm not sure. Okay. We are starting to run a little bit low on supplies. The supply event we have is 9 for 1 action point. I think that's worth it. So I'm going to send Deimos to do this task. We also still need to repair stuff. I want to repair the I want to repair the Midnight Mist, and I also want to repair our. We can probably get away with repairing the vehicles and stuff. I have the underworld bomb and ship in my list playthrough. Oh, don't spawn me on anything that's going on. I don't want to know about any events that are going to happen. Military is not rep, it's influence. High influence means extra bad or good events. Yeah, I just don't want my influence with the military to go down. Okay, we've got a level up for Deimos, which is pretty cool. So she can get Bard, gain plus 5 fleet health every time this hero resolves a point of interest. Obtain 1 extra nuke every time this hero resolves a point of interest with nukes reward. So this happens every time. This happens if there is a nuke. So I'm kind of not wanting to go here. Crippling shot. Assigned gunstar weapon applies slow every time. I don't need this because I don't have another weapon to put her in at the moment. So I think I'm going to go for Bard on her, which unfortunately I can't use for this run through, but next sector I can. Now we have 1 more turn before the crisis ticks over. I might just spend that repairing this ship. It's going to cost me 16 supplies for 200 health. We're going to get this above the critical threshold anyway, so I'm just going to spend this turn spending 16 scrap to repair the Midnight Mist. Repair doesn't cost time. Oh, I see. Okay. So it just cost me resources. I assumed it would cost me time. Hey, Burn Apart. I don't want to complete these 2 events yet because I want to see how many of my action points I'm going to need. I guess it's the same for repairing my fighters then as well. If I want to repair... Actually, these guys are at full health. Okay, so they've passively repaired, which is good. That's really, really good to know. Okay. I just wish my Vipers were running a little bit faster. They do have this Hunter's Dash ability. Unit gains plus 60% speed for 5 seconds every time it destroys an enemy unit. But they just didn't, unfortunately, manage to catch up with that nuke. Sorry, the dog wants to go back out of the room now. You're interrupting my Doom Cylon adventure, Tully. Are you want to go outside or you want to go back to bed? She wants to go outside. Sorry, folks. As far as she's concerned, she's the main character, so she wanted to go outside to go to the bathroom. I'll need to get up in a second. I do believe they are gamma ray, but I don't know for certain because I've gone into this as blind as I can. Okay. What do I want to do with this last? I'm like, what's the best way to spend my time here? Viper needs an upgrade. Is that something I can actually do right now, or just in general the Vipers need an upgrade? Because these are Mark 4s. Level 1. Yeah, so it needs more experience to level up, but I can't actually upgrade it from what I can see. This is just its ability, Hunter Instincts, which is an activated ability. I think it's on by default. It automatically attacks enemies. Yeah, you can't upgrade them. Okay, cool. Let's do an R&D maybe while we're waiting. Because I would quite like to gain the evasion for my guys. I would also quite like to get hull reinforcements, which I think is quite good as well. 46 scrap for that, or 46. I'm going to grab the hull reinforcements. And that's all I'm going to grab for right now. That doesn't take any time up either. That's good to know. In that case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to train up the crew of the Midnight Mist. All right, now we've got a crisis. And of course it's on the Midnight Mist. Of course it's on the Midnight Mist. You need it urgently in the CIC, sir. What have we got? Lost civilians. Incredulity ripples through the CIC. Only minutes earlier, a civilian shuttle peeled away from the fleet and then disappeared from Draenus entirely. Uh-oh. Those civilians wanted to help, Commander. They must have had a goal in mind. I'm sure of it. I just don't know what it was. And now they are lost in space, unable to communicate with us, and we have no idea where they went. Deimos seems to be lost. It happened so fast. We should follow the protocol, sir. Interrogate potential witnesses, explore their last known location. It's a waste of time. Sir, let me look for them. I'll miss our next jumps, but I'll rejoin the fleet, I promise. He seems extremely confident, as if the gods themselves have entrusted him with this mission. If anything goes wrong, you'll be lost on your own, and we need you, Ade. Let me lead the investigation. Okay, this does not seem to be worth losing Ade Mohammed for 2 seconds. I need to level him up, if nothing else. And he's my CAG, so he's my fighter captain. I cannot afford to lose Ade. which means I'm going to have to investigate the missing civilians on the demos. I've got 2 actions left. I think we can do this. I can't afford to lose my CAG. On it, Commander. Alright, so we've got 2 crises to resolve here. We've got explore sector's area and interrogate the passengers. Explore the sector's area will cost me 4 supplies or 1 action point. And the other one will cost me 2 supplies. Okay, so we're going to spend the 2 supplies to resolve the interrogation. That's fine. Okay. And then we're going to also... A few missing civilians doesn't seem that important. Well, I'll explore the sector's area, and I'll use add A to do that. Oh, I misclicked there. I'll use add A to do that, meaning that I complete the crisis now. Can't risk the whole fleet for 1 ship. Exactly, Lightning Dragon. Great news. Oh, it does have 2 stages. You're right. There's another stage. I didn't realize that. Great news. We managed to pinpoint the location of the lost civilians. Copy that. All we need now is a rescue. Wait a minute. Live and stop. Something's happened to Dratus console. Something bad. A distress signal? They're being attacked. Okay. So my only option is to send our fighters to help them. Prepare our birds. We're going in after them. Of course, sir. Oh, I do want to level... Okay. So I've got an issue over here that I need to respond to. So I have where the Underworld's handling security about the Midnight Mist. This is not appreciated by the military, who are supposed to be handling it themselves. You ask me, it's easy. We should be the one controlling every ship in the fleet. How do you handle this? Okay. So, the Underworld can keep control of this particular ship. That increases my Underworld reputation, but drops my military reputation. Or I agree, we need our Marines on every ship, make a change. Military reputation increases, Underworld deteriorates again. I'm at fair for all of them. So I'm going to have to either cut off my military or cut off my Underworld for this. These choices, man. Soldiers officers in charge of security and military duties. While they answer directly to the fleet commander, they will not all follow blindly. They demand loyalty and an order above all. I collected thieves, brokers, spies. I think I have to side with the military here. Fist is not reputation. But it literally says military increase. Ah, I see. It's different. This is influence and this is reputation. It's taken me this long to notice the difference between the 2 icons. So I can check my... So there we go. So this is my influence. This is my reputation. Oh my goodness. How did I not notice that? Okay. So they're fair with everybody and fair with everybody. So I can gain... I think I want to gain military influence. But it means I'll lose reputation. Relation. Okay. I'll go with them. So now we're at tense with the Underworld, but I still have influence with them. Got it. Yeah. Now, before we engage in this, I can level Muhammad up. Okay. Oh, he's got a rare. A Science Squadron gains 0.5% damage per TU from its target. So this is a really good one to put on the Raptor with its long-range shot. Shredding Shot assigns to weapons. Every time an assigned Gunstar weapon deals damage. I don't really want him doing that. Can I move chat somewhere it doesn't block the screen? Where would it not block the screen? How is top left a little bit better? That's right, I didn't realize that was blocking that. Alright, and that this is no use because I'm not going to put him on an assigned Gunstar weapon. Gain 10% extra heat health every time this hero resolves a POI with a fleet health reward. So I think the option here is to grab accelerating shots, but then I need to redeploy him to manage the Raptors. I think that's worth it. Let's grab accelerating shots on him, and then I need to go to the hangar, and I need to unassign him from the Vipers, and I need to assign him to the Raptor. It's not that you have an influence with them, it's the faction's influence in the fleet. Okay, got it. This is to block something. Try up top left and top, yeah. One place that might be good for it is here-ish. With you, if I do this anywhere that would be perfect. We'll try it here, and we'll see how we go. And I'm going to assign him to the Raptor. So now the Raptor is getting, as long as he was deployed, is in a deployed squadron, all squadrons gain plus 3% damage. And accelerating shots, the Science Squadron gains plus 5% damage per TU. And the range of this thing's gun is 112 TU. So it will, what's the word? You think over here? We can try here. Basically, it'll get what? Plus 5% damage. So it's going to double the damage at max range, I think, if my maths is right. Which seems quite good for us right now. I heard chat might be skin jobs. I heard that too. Okay, so we now have 8 turns to resolve this crisis. I'd like to get it out of the way. Endangered civilian shuttle. Due to an engine failure, civilians aboard the shuttle that left the Midnight Mist had to take shelter inside the wreckage of a ship and are now being assaulted by the Cylons. They need assistance. So achieve mission objectives. Emergency jump is free at any time. Destroy or retrieve. So we're going to send in the fighters. Jokes on you, I can hold my breath at least a whole minute. That sounds like something a Cylon could do. You're about to jump to a POI outside of battle. In battle POI missions, you jump with your Gunstar and squadrons, but not your civilian ships. Repair your Gunstar. I'm happy with its health. Assign heroes, done. Level up squadrons and heroes, done. Upgrade the fleet. I'm not going to do any more upgrades. Let's jump. I think holding your breath in vacuum is a bad idea. Oh my god. What is this? Jump complete. Trader's contact. The civilians are in one of those wrecked ships. I'm receiving a distress signal, but I'm unable to determine its exact location. We'll have to check every piece of wreckage and hope for the best. Launch our squadrons. Alright, so that's going to be the job for the Vipers. We have to wait for everyone to deploy, so we're waiting for them to launch from the Gunstar. So I'll send the Vipers out to I bet you $100 million. It's going to be the Grayling that they're on. The Veil of Tomorrow, the Jinxia, the Euron, and the Carousel. And then I think we'll just get the Raptor to shoot all the ships that are near us. This seems like a bad idea. Yes, it doesn't seem like it's good. The good news is there's no enemy base star, so we don't have to worry about nukes. It also looks like the enemy aren't actually actively hunting us. So let's send you here. And then... what's this icon here? I can't actually... if I select this, there we go. Unit will always keep its original target even if attacked. Only taunt stays can force to change target. They do have missile launchers. If you kill enemies, no more enemies will show up. They do have missile launchers. I think I'm going to focus down these guys. I'm guessing they are looking. Yeah, okay. They are launching... oh, this is terrifying. They are launching missiles at the ships. So, are the guys in the middle attacking as well? They're laying mines. Okay. Let's just take these guys out. Okay, I need you to come around here to take with. There's not many ships left. Take on this radar. Okay, Raptor, take on this missile launcher. We should be able to get all of these guys before... ooh, squadron destroyed. What? Oh, they were too close to the mines. Okay, that was bad. I didn't realize they were that close to the mines. That's made this a lot harder. And now I have to kill the enemies. I think we also destroyed... we didn't destroy one of the ships, though. That was really dumb of me. So we're going to have to repair that fleet now. That's bad. Oh, I can deploy the wolves. That's right, I can't send in the wolves. Whoa, 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 you're about to fly into mines. I didn't realize I was too close to the mines there. I think he actually deployed a mine while I was fighting him, which would have been happened there. Okay, that's everyone done. Now we can check these wrecks. We just have to make sure we don't fly into any of the mines while we do it. Covered? Is that it? Target acquired. Undeploy. Okay, they were in the first ship. I have to undeploy these ships, but I need to do it carefully. I don't want them to auto-fly back through the mines. I can't believe they were in the first ship I checked. I was going to check that right at the start. Retrieve standstill villains and bring them back. Mission complete. Yeah, I'm just going to undeploy you so that we can RTV. Annoyed that I lost my Vipers. I could have also used flak, and I didn't do that, so I need to be a little bit more tactical in my combat. Raptor was doing some damage there, though, which is good. Okay, jump. I wish the music was a little bit more dynamic, if I had one thing to say. Lost civilians, crisis solved. The lost civilians are now aboard the Midnight Mist. Safe but shaken. Allow me, why did these civilians jump away in the first place? According to our debriefing, they want to investigate a small piece of wreckage detected on Dratus. They wanted to help and actually did. They picked up crystallized bacteria on it. Potent pharmaceutical material. It could be of use, Commander. Should we let them keep the loot? The engineers should have it. We need STIM, so military influence increases. It belongs to the ship and the crewmates. The farmers can use it as well. Worker influence increases. Yeah, I need to watch that. Or do I keep the supplies? There's no downside for keeping the supplies, and I'm not too worried about the influence right now, so I am going to grab the supplies because we are a little bit low on supplies. The Vipers weren't that important. You're right. So the first thing we need to do is look at repairing our Vipers. I also have a level up. Okay, so the Vipers are going to cost 47 scrap to repair, so we definitely need to get ourselves some more scrap, more repairs. That's quite a big. That's a lot of scrap that cost us. The Raptor is available for a level up. So, rare remote diagnostics. Restore 50 hull points to all other allied units within a radius circle, which is 56, and a 45-second cooldown. That seems very good. Minor thrust increases speed, not very broad. Minor cannons increases. I think I'm going to grab the remote diagnostics. That seems insane. If that heals allied ships, like allied cruisers, like allied flagships, that's big. Doesn't repair civvy ships. Okay, still good. It's still good. Okay, we need scrap and we need fuel. So the scrap mission is going to get me 70 scrap. The fuel mission is going to get me 4 fuel. So I think I'm going to send Jong to get the fuel. And then I'm going to send Happy we can solve this. Happy and surprised. His morale's gone up. Cool. And he's leveled up. Wonderful. Okay. Now he's got himself 2 squadron assignable abilities, but I kind of want him on guns. Turn the volume phone down is double the data read speed. I love spinning rust. What on earth? 30% chance to gain 2 fleet health every time assigned squadron destroys an enemy unit. That's very good. Every time an allied unit is destroyed during battle, the assigned unit gains plus 30% max hull for the remainder of battle and is fully repaired. What? Every time an allied unit is destroyed during battle, the assigned unit... Oh, okay, and the remainder of battle and is fully repaired. That makes sense. I'll take a Western Nuke every time. I think I'm going to grab Storyteller, and then I'm going to reassign him from the guns. So unfortunately, we're going to lose defensive strategy, which means we lose 4% damage resistance. But getting 2 fleet health every time the Vipers destroy something, I feel like that's very good. So let's reassign him. I think I need to go to the guns first. I need to unassign him from the guns. And then I want to go back to squadrons, and I want to assign him now. Sending my EXO out in a squadron. Still good. I still think 30% is good. So I assume the difference between a Gunstar and a Battlestar. Yeah, the Gunstar is a much lighter ship. Which is why we only have, like, limited slots for doing stuff. Alright, let's grab the supplies for 1 Tillium. The scrap. And then for the last part of this jump, I'm going to get the Midnight Mist's crew leveled up to level 1, so we get 3 supplies every time we jump. And now we have Dratus content, it is time to fight more Cylons. So, as I now think I have to do every time before we jump in.
Action stations, set condition 1 throughout the ship. This is not a drill. Repeat, action stations, this is not a drill.
Let's go. We're very low on all of our stats right now. Okay, so we could head to Nashran Australis, where there is an elite Cylon battle, which gets a high risk, high reward. Gunstars from an old fandom thing that 70s the Defender was a fan design style. Okay, cool. Or we can go to Ashuba, where we can find an out-of-fuel squadron. Hey, Karthakuda, good to see you. How is it going? Welcome to Battlestar Sad Galactica. So what do we want? Do we want the elite Cylon battle? Or do we want
the just subscribed.
Oh, thank you so much for the resub, Karthakuda. That's very, very kind of you. 14 months is insane. But I want to fight elite Cylons. I can't make use of another squadron because I don't have enough to launch. The battles are hard. Squadron on this planet is part of a trend. I'm going to go for the elite because I want to see what they're like. If we die, we'll run it back. Complete FTL jump to Nashran Australis. Defeat the point of a drill. I feel like it does back, yes, but it does sound very dramatic. Okay, we're fighting a Hydra-class frigate. Type C Bombardier. We might nuke this thing. Tactical pause. Okay, what are we dealing with? We've got prepared shot. Every 10 seconds upon arriving, they gain plus 100% damage, but 50% cooldown. That's nasty. All Cylon missiles gain 100% max hull. This thing has 6,000 health. If I nuke, does 1,000 damage. So I'm not killing this thing with a nuke. You might get a better fight than you have, and it gives you a large reserve pool. Hey, Alex Dragon, how's it going? I want to see what these things are like. So if we die, we die. Oh, I don't have a ship loaded here. Okay. Let's see if we can survive this. We do have enough fuel for an emergency jump if we have to. Okay, we've got raiders coming in on both sides. Okay, we've got raiders and a sniper coming in on this side. So I'm going to get you to engage here, and I want you to come after the raiders. And then we might end up dropping in a little bit. What's this doing, actually? Oh, asteroid cluster. 80% of damage dealt to all units within range are dealt to this asteroid instead. Okay, so I can actually get you to hide near this if I wanted to. I think the raiders are, excuse me, the raiders are one-shot kills. Okay, we just got fleet health. We just got fleet. Okay, this is going to be my first flak shot, I think. We have to wait until they're almost here, though. Okay, can you take out the sniper, please? And then you get in here for the moment. Okay, these guys are almost here. Okay, you guys come to here because they might survive. And now I'm gonna fire the guns. So we're gonna fire a flak barrage right here. Nope, I can't fire it that far out. Is that gonna be too soon? I'm gonna hold for a couple seconds. Now I'm gonna fire the flak. Did I engage? I didn't. Probably about here, actually. Okay, that's them all taken out by flak. Now we've got a heavy raider and a sniper. So I'm going to get you to engage the heavy raider, and I'm going to get you to engage the sniper, but you have to go around the outside of the flak. Get the sniper. We've got missiles incoming from the ship as well. Wow, what is this? What is this that's about to happen? Okay, get here. You're going to have to chain along all of the raiders. We'll get you in the asteroid field here. I need you to focus on the heavy raider. Okay, you kill this. And then you need to focus on this. Well, what just happened? Why did the game auto-pause? The game auto-pause because I took a hit. Okay. We've got 9 seconds left. It's just not moving the raptors. I need to get the raptors in range sometimes, though. Okay, asteroid belt did work there. Get up here to take out this stuff coming in. 3 snipers coming in. That's an easy job for the Vipers. We've got 3 raiders coming in as well. I'm not too worried. Okay, our guns are back online. That's a level up for our Vipers. Great work, Vipers. Get over here for the raiders. Alright, we've got snipers coming in here. We've got a heavy raider. We've got a heavy raider back at base. Yeah, you're in range of it. Okay, this is going to be flaked. No, I need you to attack, boys. Good. Now come over here. Yeah, took more damage. The enemies have to cover too, yeah. Okay. Now this is about to ping. I want to hit it with my guns. We have 40 seconds left, so flak. If I drop my flak here, it should take these 2 out, which means I can focus on these 2. This guy's got a special ability as well. So let's drop flak here, and then we'll get you to come in on this guy. Okay, they got killed. 30 seconds left. Close attack. That's a nasty close attack. The asteroid field is doing work for the raptor. Okay. Oh my goodness. Got 14 seconds to get out of here. Will we... is it too early to pull out? I think it's too early to pull out. I think it's too early to pull in my fighters. 6 seconds to drop, so there'll be 9 seconds. Well, there'll be 8 seconds left. I think we're okay. I think I can undeploy. I'm gonna dock my ships. We're gonna get ready to jump. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, we're gonna take some hits. Jump. Woof. Woof. Okay, no critical hits. Although we actually know both hit critical hits. Damn. So we're gonna have minor negative situations on both ships. Got a lot of XP for our Raptors and our Vipers there. Repair 300 hull points on a civilian ship damaged during battle. So the series we get 300 hull points. Add an additional resource POI to the next sector, or squadron gains 30 XP. I think resilient vessel, extra POI is worth it. Alright, I'll go with what you're suggesting, the extra POI. Bit late on that jump. I clicked it as quick as I could. Okay, we got two minor things. Because of the damage taken during battle on your civilian ships or Gunstar, one or more critical effect thresholds have been crossed, spawning negative situations. Protect and repair ships often to avoid suffering critical effects. Okay, so we've got this one is going to cost me 4 supplies, and I need to risk 25 fleet health. And this one is going to cost me 4 supplies. Okay, so we're going to get ourselves a lot of supplies. However, we now have the we now get 4 supplies every time this ship jumps. So that's already triggered for this particular section, which is good for us. Let's have a look. First of all, let's level up our Vipers. What have we got on them? Level up. Bloodthirsty. Gains 15% damage for 5 seconds every time it destroys an enemy unit. Does not stack. Overdrive. Unit gains a huge speed boost for the duration of the effect. It's an activated ability. That seems very good. increases units per minute. I think I'm going to grab Overdrive on the Vipers. Getting them around the battlefield faster would be good. Maybe the fleet wasn't using these ships as a blade of armor. I think Overdrive looks like a very, very good ability for our Vipers. So we're going to grab that. Let's have a look at what's going on in the bar next. That's kind of... Actually, I might leave the bar until just before we jump. Thinking about it, because it might, like... If I've got... Well, actually, if I want to deal with the underworld before things happen, it might be worth doing that now. Bar weeks of cheap alcohol. So I can join Mirror Demas in the game of Pyramid, chat with some healthcare specialists, or play cards with the underworld. Some of the civvy ships you get are combat ships. That would be cool. I'm going to play cards with the underworld again to reduce the tension. So you end up flat broke. Hard to believe you knew the rules. You leave the table before you meet yourself, and yet strangely the underworld players seem to have liked your style. So I'm just going to improve. I'm going to slightly improve relations. Which, hopefully, it's still tense. Okay. You know where we were about. Okay, so that wasn't good enough. Alright, I've got 4 turns to resolve this as well. There's also no action here that gets me supplies. But I have 28 supplies right now. We're actually looking really good for supplies. So this will get me 71 scrap, 5 fuel, 43 fleet health, elite Cylon battle. Okay, so this is a battle I can choose to do, but it will give me a scorching ability or a Gunstar weapon if I do it. And then there's a mineral-rich planet. So I kind of maybe want to get this out of the way. Hey, Squall. I maybe want to get the elite battle out of the way as soon as possible so I can recover from it before we have the event. They have the adamant classes and Gunstar to the game. What do we think? Is this a stupid idea? It probably is. Am I going to do it? Yes, I am. I think I'm going to do the elite Cylon battle. Let's see if we can get ourselves something rare. And we can jump out at any time if we do this, if we go bad, and we've got all of our resources to recover when we get back. So I'm gonna attempt to destroy the elite Cylon things. Do it after you get scrap and then upgrade the ship. Okay, that's not a bad idea actually. We'll send Demos to get the scrap. Okay, so we've got 71 scrap. Need to remember, I've only got 3 turns left to clear these. Your attention is needed, Commander. Commander, I found a group of underworld goons aboard my ship this series, and I guess a lot of ships do. Nothing unusual there. But there are rumors of an impending turf war between them. I have to assume the many are armed. This will end badly unless you step in. Happens because the underworld is tense. I agreed we could try to calm the situation. Risk 50-50. You can't intervene. You have to resolve this issue on your own. I'm not going to take the risk. Probably still a frigate. So I get a situation to handle. Okay. So now I get a new situation to handle. So now I'm looking at... So now I need to... If I resolve this, it'll go down to 2. So I only have 1 turn to resolve something here before I need to resolve all of these, and then we're going to be in the actual crisis. So I don't think I can do this now until I've resolved all of these. Unfortunately. Because this is 1 turn, 2 turn, 3 turn. So it'll be 1, 2, 3. And then for this turn we can do the battle. So I'm going to resolve this crisis. I'll just spend the 4. I'm going to spend the 4 here as well. It sucks, but what can I do? Plus you're here for sleep. Okay.
Just subscribed and says message %.
Thank you for saying message %, I really appreciate it. This is live. Yeah, this is live, Notorious. Hello, Notorious. How are you doing? I'm live right now. I want to start streaming in this thing. So next week we're going to be playing Mechanicus 2, if I've got the release date correct. So just as a thing to everyone watching, in this slot next week, I will be playing Mechanicus 2. And I'll be hoping doing this slot from now on. So I'm going to extinguish the small fire, which risks some health. We passed that test. We've got another event. Transfers to the series. Commander, we have a situation aboard the series. What faction are you going to play as? Well, I guess we'll put it up to vote. Some of the underworld are wreaking havoc. They are saying things will get worse unless we pay them scrap. Can we do a poll in the Discord? Yeah, of course we can. First is a belief in sleep. No, this is the morning for me. It's 9:30 a.m. for me right now. This is a great time for me to stream. I've got my whole day ahead of me after this. I don't want to pay 60 scrap. This is awful. Not for Europeans, at least. No, unfortunately for Europeans, it's not a good time zone. But I do 2 streams a week for Europeans already. I don't think I want my underworld reputation to deteriorate, but I don't want to spend 60. So I guess we let it deteriorate, and then we play cards with them and buy them around next time for 4 supplies. Oh, this is a hard choice. 60 scrap. That's basically the entire scrap income we got from the event this time around. That's a lot of scrap. Okay, Underworld Influence just increased as well, which I'm not happy about. First lives in the walk in your hands land. They don't time differently. Yes, exactly. Okay, and then I'm going to just resolve this event as well for 4 supplies. Oh, there is another scrap POI. Well spotted, toasted. Okay. Let's see what upgrades we can do to the ship. Actually, what about Voices of the Void? Voices of the Void, I do want to return to. I'm kind of waiting for the next version to come out. Like, there's currently a new build in development, and I'm kind of waiting for that build to complete. And then my plan is to go for it. Okay. Somebody's going to play Pay the Extortion. Yeah. The Americans get an extra big portion of love. Based on the they do, actually, at the moment. So I can gain more hull points. I can gain more fleet health. I can increase the critical effect threshold on the civilian ships. And increase the hull point on repairs. I missed them 2 Neutronians, honestly. It's just a time thing. I don't have enough scrap for more weapon docks. I don't have enough scrap for more squadron docks. Or I could get the evasion. The Callisto upgrade is worth it. The Gunstar tech, plus 3% evasion. Let's do this because we're going into a combat. And it doesn't cost me too much to unlock level 1. You got talking animals there. What? Oh, not 4X. Oh, 4XXXX, yes. For the Discworld. They got all sorts of weird stuff in 4X. Okay. I think I'm going to go for it, and then we'll have the crisis.
Happy Duckerman sent a super chat 7% asterisk. Roll ship platypuses aren't ducks.
Thank you, Happy Duckman. Platypuses are not ducks, indeed. Thank you for the super chat. That's very kind of you. I really appreciate that. I have to say, the fifth element, not the fifth element. What's the book 4X? Oh, what's the book called? The Last Continent is one of my favorite Discworld novels. I collect Discworld hardbacks. I have an almost complete collection of them. But I have not played Aurora 4X, no. But The Last Continent is one of my all-time favorites. Okay, we're gonna do the Elite Silent Battle. Good luck, everybody. This could be pretty nasty. The Fifth Elephant is another one of my favorite Discworld novels. You're about to jump to a POI. Yes, we are ready to go. Okay, jump complete, Commander. Cylon frigate on Dratus. It appears to be disabled, protected only by turrets. That's a lot of defense for one ship. It must carry something nice to be worth the fight. Lead the way, Major. Alright, best wish for this film. I'm a big nerd. I needed the space notation to get all the Aussie chucks. Yeah, it's quite an Aussie-themed book. The one thing from that book that I have not been able to have since I came to Australia, and I'm very sad about it, is I haven't had a meat pie floater. Nobody has offered me a meat pie floating in pea soup with ketchup, which I'm really sad about. I'll see to it. Okay, so we have a turret here, a sniper turret. That's 262 health. I'm guessing this thing is going to ruin us, and we just have to destroy the capital ship, which is 3,000 health. And I guess, what does this thing do? It doesn't have anything. Okay, pyramids is also really good, yeah. So what do we do here? I guess the game wants me to nuke the capital ship. I wanted to probably not nuke the capital ship if I can avoid it. The accent is not Australian. I am a non-Australian living in Australia. With 0 damage, well, just go to DPS a ship with a Raptor. Yeah, the Mad Max Dwarf was great. Okay, that's what we're going to do. We're going to just DPS with the Raptor. We're going to get the Raptor to sit somewhere like here and just pew-pew it. It's not going to be that exciting. Oh, we're taking damage. Why are we taking damage? Do we just take damage over time for being here? Okay, there's Raiders inbound. So let's get the Raptor over here. And then we'll just defend the ship from Raiders up close. Yeah, we're just going to have to defend. We're just going to have to do some up-close defense stuff here. Okay, this is insane. A fake Australian. I think I might nuke this turret. If I'm being completely honest, I might spend a nuke here. Because there's so much stuff coming in. This I can hit with the flak. But I need to be able to operate my Viper in this space here. And if I can't do that because of the turret... It says the turret does 0 damage. Hang on a second. Preventative defense. Can shoot and attack enemy units within range. Deals 100% damage against missiles. Okay, it's going to shoot the nuke down. Oh, DPS with the Viper and leave the Raptor on defense. Oh, dear. Well, that's a mess up, isn't it? So I've already messed up by sending him around this way. Because I was going to put him here and just get him to shoot it. I think I'm still going to try that strategy, because I've got range on it from here. The battle star's just going to take a little bit of damage. Okay, now you can just shoot this. I want to hit these guys with incoming flak. We've got some raiders coming in. I'm not too worried about raiders. The Viper can deal with them. Okay, but I can't let you fly into this area. Where you're all coming for... They're all coming for my my raptor. I need you to a fight from out here. Okay, we're taking a lot of damage here. These guys are also all going to come from my raptor as well, aren't they? And this is taking barely any damage. How much damage is the turret taking from the flak? It's taking... I could just try and take the turret out. They will spawn some fighters to engage the raptor. Yes, they have done that. And now my raptor's in a lot of trouble. Let's pull my raptor back. Get out of this zone. Okay, you got slowed. This is bad, folks. This is really bad. Okay, you need to engage this raider. Yeah, I can't actually engage. This is insane. How am I supposed to do this? I'm gonna try and nuke, but I've got a feeling this is gonna shoot the nuke down. How much health do my nukes have? My nukes have... It doesn't say. Because I could nuke right here. Try to take out the turret and hit the ship. I'm gonna fire a nuke. Like, this was indeed a trap. If I get the raptor back to here, we can do some work. Okay, the nuke got destroyed, so I lost a nuke. The Battlestar's getting absolutely ruined. This is bad. This is really bad. I can't keep up with the spawning enemies. That's the problem. I think we just get the raptor to shoot. No, not from there. We just try, and I just get the Viper to do as much work as it can. The Battlestar's taking major damage. Okay, let's get the dog and take a breath. I'll be right back. I think it is indeed time to go. We've just spent so many resources, we're stuck in a sunk cost fallacy now. Good girl. Wrap it in your blanket. You can have a snooze. And I can get out of this sunk cost fallacy that I found myself in. Alright, so we've learned our lesson. Elite fights are super nasty. Super nasty. The problem is, we need to get our raptors out of here. Right? The raptor actually needs to get home before we can pull out of this fight. So, I'm going to drop flak. Probably here, I think. To try and protect the raptor. The raptor needs to fly around. And then we need to get... So the Vipers need to keep fighting, but the Vipers are about to die. I'll activate overdrive on them so they can get around a bit faster. And then as soon as... Because if I emergency jump... elite sound of battle objectives not being reached. Jumping now will forfeit the war. Jumping out of this battle doesn't cost him. Squadrons not in the hangar while jumping will be wrecked. So I cannot afford to jump until my squadrons are back on board. Hey, Winterwolf, good to see you. Alright, let's try and get out of here. Oh god, we got hit. Run. Our raptors are in a bad way. Our Vipers are about to get wiped out. I think I need to undeploy the Vipers. And then from here I can undeploy the Raptor as well. The Raptor's going to get destroyed no matter what, isn't it? Yeah, okay, let's get out of here. That was terrible. Oh my god, what a horrible, horrible event. And we've got our event. Okay, this is bad. So this has happened because Underworld Faith is tense. You can easily do that mission if you nukes and just kill the turn in the beginning. Next battle is possible if you have fighters who can kill the fighters with AoE abilities. But the turret shoots down the nukes before they can hit it. Next battle, we're tricking ships back and playing more defensive. Yeah, folks, that report pilot is screwing. Yeah. Okay, that was bad. That was really bad. I did use my flak before the end there. Super lucky. Restart. No, we don't restart. We keep going. This is how these games work. We keep going. You pull yourself up by your trousers or you die. We win or we die. There's no other option. Now, receiving multiple reports about Underworld, it's not good. They're hiking prices across the fleet. All their agents are slowing production chains. More importantly, their ships are now disrupting our flying corridors. They're creating a blockade. Isn't it your job to control the flying corridors? Just send your birds out there and clean the area. We can't use our squadrons to secure the fleet and be ready to fight the Sanons at a moment's notice. With 3 fighter wings, okay. But if we find enough resources on wreckage out there, we can work around the Underworld, start our own supply chain. Commander, the way I see it, either we hopelessly explore space looking for resources, or we man up and we break the blockade on our own. What's it going to be? So this is a one income. No time. Break up the blockade by any means. Lock one squadron dock for the first 40 seconds of each battle for 2 sectors. Now, we're going to have to do the deal with the toll. Okay, good choice. So, we need to... we've got so much stuff we need to do here. And this requires your attention, Commander. We've got more stuff happening as well. Report on the sign we spotted in the sector. The surprise attack worked at first, but the Raiders managed to wound some of our pilots. We'll make the Raiders pay next time. Beside the turret, because it tried to fly past the turret. Okay. Alright. So we have to repair... Luckily, the Vipers got out fine, but the Raptor is wrecked. It's going to cost 47 scrap to repair. I'm going to hold on repairing it for now in case I need that scrap for something else before we're ready to go. Let's focus on the crisis. Good luck with Commander coming up to see. Oh, choose Tofu. Thanks for hanging out. Alright. So resolve 2 records or structure POIs. Within... Until this is done, we're at minus... Oh my god. Okay, this is nasty. Alright, well let's resolve these POIs then. Because that's all we've got to do right now. So I'm going to get the Tillium. We'll use you to get the Tillium. Whoops. We'll use you to get the Tillium. Does that count as one of the ones I needed to do? No, it didn't. Okay. Then, shuttle emergency beacon. As soon as we jump to the sector, we received a distress call. That's going to cost 1 Tillium. We definitely... Hey, Later Waffles? It's oh, the tortoise is saying bye. Okay. A single Viper is rough, but I guess you're not a whole carrier. Yeah. We can upgrade it so we can launch 3 at once. It's just going to cost us a lot of scrap, which I need to grab. So I'm gonna grab this scrap as well. Okay, and then I'm also going to do the emergency beacon for 1 Tillium. But I don't think that's moved us towards anywhere closer to this, unfortunately. Yeah. So, we have 1 turn left. In that last turn, what am I going to invest in? We probably need to repair the fleet. If you're looking here, the Battlestar itself needs repaired. 33 scrap to repair the Battlestar, Gunstar. First of all, let's repair our Raptor. Okay, it's back online for 47. Then if I want to repair here, it's going to cost me 33. But I think that we need to do that. That's cool, the gantries come out so they can do the repairing. Okay. So I can either get some extra scrap, I can get some extra supplies, I can get some extra Tillium, or I can start training crews up. This will, if I get this ship to the next level, I'll be able... Oh, thank you very much for the follow, Jiro. That's very kind of you. You needed the scrap because you're being extorted by the mob. Yeah. But they're extorting supplies, which is even worse. Oh, God, the dog is just being a pest. 1 second. Let me just sort her out. What do you want? What do you want? Okay, you just ask her about it. She's probably going to bark again in a minute, but let's go back outside. Okay, what I'm thinking is we repair this ship to get it above, because it's really close to the critical threshold, but that brings us really, really low on scrap if I repair this ship. But that also maybe avoids a minor negative situation next time. And then we spend some time leveling them up to get more scrap every time we jump. Okay, Dratus contact. Here we go. The dog isn't a pest. No, she's not a pest. That's right. She's not a pest at all. She's I actually adore her. Let's see. Is there anything I need to do before we jump? Can't heal while unavailable or has 0 action points left. Okay, so he is damaged. I need to not commit him to something to let him heal. I think we just go. There's nothing else to do right now. Everything's ready for deployment. Let's start the battle. Okay, we can jump to Zwanu, which has option for fleet health, Tillium, supplies, and a mining rig. So we need structure POI, so that helps with the crisis. Or Vidilis has 2 POI. Okay, we're gonna have to go here because this gives us the 2 POIs that we need. So we're heading to Yildiz. What's the lore of this game? Okay, so humanity lives on the 12 colonies. They build robots called Cylons. The Cylons work as their slaves. The Cylons become sentient, declare war on the humans, almost wipe each other out. Armistice is declared. The Cylons leave to go for their own route into space. 40 years later, out of nowhere, the Cylons surprise attack humanity, nuke all of their colonies, basically decimate their military, and we are a small fleet of survivors running from the Cylons. So we're not trying to fight them, we're trying to run. We're trying to get to the Battlestar Galactica, which Admiral Adama is, actually Commander Adama is leading, and he says that they're safe. So we're trying to get to them and keep our civilians alive, but also not die on the way. We're going to computer jump to Yildiz. But every time we jump, the Cylons show up to get us. So now we've got another frigate. Type B Blitz. Alright, so this thing has Berserker Core, so plus 50% damage, and it has the speed boost as well, which is really annoying, honestly. We're ready to deploy. There's no battlefield effects that I can see. We've got 2 minutes to survive. We're going to try and protect the Midnight Mist over the series if we can here. Also, we need to deploy the Raptor. Okay, we've got 2 strikers coming in. I'm going to activate the speed boost. I can't activate the speed boost yet on our Raptor. I'm just going to set this guy up here. They get a speed boost every time they kill someone, which is really useful. Okay, good. That's a good start. Okay, you go after these guys, and you should be able to shoot these ones. Well, they're just a little bit too fast. Good, we managed to catch up with them. Speed boost has made a big difference already. Is that the old Battlestar or the remake? This is the remake, but the old Battlestar has a very similar plot. Okay, I want you... Well, you can focus on this guy first. This is the problem, is they're fast, these strikers. They're really fast. And we're no longer... The Vipers are no longer in range. I do have flak available, but I want to hold it. Yeah, they're taking a hit here, unfortunately. This is the bigger worry, this ship here, but the Raptor's gonna have to deal with it for me. Okay, this is a flak situation. This is definitely a flak situation. We're gonna hold back here. We're gonna prepare a flak barrage. We've got an incoming missile. Raptor, you need to take that out. Viper, you need to take that out, sorry. Oh, nice, the Raptor sniped it. Yeah, they are toasters in this game, not clankers. Okay, we're gonna flak this side, because this is the ship I need to protect, and then we're gonna fight on this side, if we can. So I'm gonna drop the flak, I think, here. We're going to get you to focus fire on this ship here. We're going to get you to engage this ship here. Oh god, don't fly into the flak solution, guys. Jeez. They do... Also, that's another thing, for those who don't know the lore. Some of the Cylons look like humans, which is a really big problem, because no one knows who is a Cylon and who is a human. Which leads to lots of distrust and bad things happening. Okay. All the time I spent in the game just wants you to run and survive while trying to get to safety has the feel of the show. Yeah, it does have that tension. Let's activate the speed boost on you. How are we doing here? We've got a missile inbound. We've got 1 minute left. Midnight Mist is taking a lot of fire at the moment. Okay, we've got more stuff coming in. I need you to kill this, and I need you to intercept this. No, the missile. Damn it, they didn't intercept the missile in time. I probably messed them around by changing targets too much. Phew. Okay, you need to take on these guys. We don't have flak yet. Get the raiders first. Okay, no, focus on this then. Oh dear, this is bad. We're taking a lot of damage. Okay, this is another flak situation here. We've got a missile coming in. I need you to intercept the missile. I need you to... You'll be able to intercept that missile fine. Okay, there's another 2 missiles coming in, which is not good. I need you on the second missile if I can. We're not quite ready for use flak yet. I need you on this missile. I need you on this missile. You've got speed boost now. I accidentally moved you. Okay, flak to here. And then you can hit the back row. And then my Viper's in the flak right now, so let's get it out. You're in position to defend here. Are you going to die to the flak, or am I going to have to fly in? I'm going to have to fly in. Damn it. Oh, that's so much damage. And I really need you on the other side. Oh, God. Okay, we're 20 seconds left. We need to defeat this and get out of here. I'm just going to recall... I'm going to recall the Vipers. I can't get over there in time. So I'm just going to get the... This is bad. I've hit my own ship with flak? Oh dear. I think I flacked the ship. That's not good. So much damage. Get out of here. Oh god, I pulled out too soon. I pulled out too soon. It's not actually time to pull out yet. Oh, this is so bad. Oh, this is so bad. Okay, my wolves are out. No, are my wolves out? Yeah, my wolves are out. We need to get out after this engagement. Oh my god, the damage is just obscene. Okay, get out, get out. Jump. Oh dear, this is really bad, folks. This is really bad. First might be a toaster. Okay. So we're on to critical damage on the series, and we're on to moderate damage on the Midnight Mist. Repair 300 points on a civilian ship damage during the battle, gain 50 fate, squadrons gain 30 XP. I'm going to try and repair the Midnight Mist a little bit. Welcome, Kaisto Gamer. Things are not good in the fleet. Okay. We've major bad situations happening. Okay. So the first thing is, what do we need to resolve this? This is gonna require 7 supplies, of which I have 21. This is gonna require 6 supplies, or I risk one of my people. We also have events we need to deal with, and there's also a trader, but they want to trade for scrap. We can't do anything about that right now. The first thing I want to do is I want to deal with underworld tension. So let's... Oh! Look at that. It is... Killing streak is off the charts. He's killed so many Cylons, maybe there's something he could wear as a badge of honor. Ade Rock Muhammad. Sounds good. Perhaps you'll probably like that, or perhaps Slayer. For a second, the situation feels light. Good. You smile. What do you think, Commander? What nickname should we give Muhammad? Of course there is, Tristan. They look like humans now. Rock, that's the one. Ade, so all of these just improve his morale. What do we like? Rock, Slayer, or Cannon? As his call sign. I don't think it does anything else, but just gives him a nickname. Yeah, it just improves his morale. Hero morale can be affected by hard choices. A hero with excellent morale can go through personal arc. However, with a miserable moment, will trigger personal crisis. I like Slayer. Okay, Slayer was the first one come. We're going to give him the Slayer. His name is now Slayer. Fine. Okay, I want to go back to the bar. Yeah, I don't understand how the trade is working, but whatever. Right, I'm going to go and gamble scrap at a triad game. That's... does not let me... share a drink with the underworld. That's what I need to do. You're not expecting to spend your evening with a bunch of mobsters, and yet here you are. After a short moment of feigned indifference, you start bonding over the quality of alcohol made in the fleet. Quickly enough, you're being offered samples from their alembic. Laughs are shared over new flavors. I have to give them a bottle. I have to spend this. I really need to get their... I need to get them up to fair. Okay, underworld is now fair. Good. That's really important. Okay, we've got 6 turns for this and 5 turns for this. The problem is, I only have opportunities to gain nukes and fuel here. Oh, we have a level up as well. I think our... What leveled up? The Raptors are leveled up to level 3. All enemies within radius have their damage decreased. Okay, that's cool. Signature bypass. All enemies within a radius flee towards their capital ship for the duration of the effect. While fleeing, they cannot attack. Unit gains plus 10% evasion for each squadron. This is insane. Absolutely insane. We're definitely getting that. So they now have a deployable ability to make everyone run away. I love that. Okay. Oh god, our ships have taken so much damage, and there's no way to gain scrap in this sector. Let's resolve these events, because that will get the crisis moved on to stage 2. So, military cargo wreck. The remains of a military convoy are scattered across the sector. First silent war at least. With a bit of luck, we could find ammo, maybe even nukes. This is my first run, Brian. Yeah, I've gone into it pretty blind, on purpose. As much as I would like 4 nukes, I think I need to hold my actions for the crisis. And I've got these crises here to deal with. So I'm just going to spend 1 Tillium on this right now. Okay. And we have an issue that needs to be resolved. So I report the underworld plans to redistribute the belongings of those who couldn't join the fleet before our escape. Workers find the idea appalling and prefer items to be passed to relatives or friends. What should we do? Oh, come on. I am constantly having to deal with the underworld. I agree with the workers. Make sure those items are given to the relatives and friends where possible. So I just did a major thing to bring up my relations with the underworld. They aren't fair, but but I don't know if it's binary or not. Like, is it, like... I feel like this will just put it straight back to tents. And I don't want to get both of them on negative. I think it's going to have to be the underworld again. At least I have a way to get my... to get back up with the underworld by going to the bar. That's something, I suppose. I failed my first run. I'm definitely going to fail my first run. Breakfast of Champions. YouTube doesn't like the correct spelling. Okay. It's almost like they're evil criminals. Okay. This will get me 5 Tillium. This will get me 5 Tillium. So I'm just going to... I'm going to invest people into the Tillium here. We'll send you out to get the Tillium. Fair's the best rating you'll get. Yeah. Okay, we've got 7 fuel, and we've completed stage 1 of the toll. Commander, my teams have come back from their recon missions. It was a success. They found enough resources to set up a solid supply chain. We can stand up to the underworld now. As soon as they see we're not afraid, they'll back down. Good. All we have to do now is disperse them and occupy the area. Make sure this is taken care of speedily. Okay, so now we have to disperse them. Sure thing. And we have an event firing over here. We should take advantage of this opportunity. Collective momentum. Happens because worker influence is up. Commander, I may have struck a deal with the workers. Looks like he was hoping to surprise you, and it worked. I was having a drink recently when a guild leader told me they're quite eager to test a new salvage technology. Your turn to smile. Evidence the workers favor your command. The deal is, I take down a few Cylons and they show us how to gain additional scrap with their new tech. This could be a very lucrative opportunity for everyone in the fleet. Workers and everyone else alike. This is a great opportunity as long as you survive. Okay, so we get 100 scrap if we do this. So I think I have to jump to do this. Is that correct? No, I just have to destroy 15 Cylon units. That's great. So I need to negotiate with civilians and I need to secure the ship area. So that'll take 2 turns. And then we can do some repairs and then... Okay, so I'm going to get these knocked out. So negotiating with the civilians will cost me 1 action point or 6 supplies. The recent visuals I personally find pretty cool. I love them. I think it's really cool. So I'm going to send my EXO to negotiate. Happens because the underworld is tense or worse. Did something bad happen? No, crisis solved. Update, sir, the blockade's gone. Oh, I only have to do one of those things. Okay, the gangsters are only no violence. I'm sure the underworld will be back soon, but for now we can reserve normal operations. Still, better keep an eye out for them. That's a problem for another day. Okay, well, that crisis has been resolved. Now I need to deal with these. So let's deal with the one that's going to take... Oh, I actually got something else happening. Commander, I've got a bit of a situation. I had to fight with a worker. They were criticizing your authority. I should have stayed calm, but things got heated. And now I'm afraid of... I have a few other workers coming after me. I understand my ask is a bit tricky. If you say yes, it'll piss the workers right off. But I can't live with them breathing down my neck like this. So, I can either increase the workers... So we will protect you against the workers, which reduces the workers' disposition, relations. Or I can drop her morale. I think getting my officers to get high morale is very, very, very powerful. So I'm going to take the hit to the workers, even though I don't want to do it. The workers has not deteriorated too much. It's still at fair. Okay, so I need to resolve these 2 now. So this one is going to cost me 6 supplies. I have 17 supplies, or it's going to cost me 1 action point, and this one is going to cost me 7 supplies. So I'm going to spend 6 supplies on this one. And then I'll use Ade's action point to resolve this one. Okay, now we need scrap to repair ships, is our big thing right now. The series desperately needs repairs. So I can spend 16 supplies to repair it for 200 health. And I need to repair the Midnight Mist as well for another 16. We're almost out of scrap now. I can spend more scrap if I want to. Oh, I haven't even looked at the shop yet, which I won't be able to buy anything from because I won't have anything. Glad to know there are still survivors out here. You recognize your accent. Shows from Tauron. Your extra discreetly points at one of the screens. I'm selling items I found. Nothing too fancy, but we're all trying to survive, aren't we? The merchant has a criminal record spanning 15 years. He was a freedom fighter on Tauron, a violent one. You probably have a screen flashing around your command center. Do you think it still matters? It always will. You should pay for your crimes. It doesn't anymore, but why are you doing this? You probably have... the world is falling apart, Commander. Do you really think I would keep fighting the very last humans alive? Now more than ever, we need to stick together. My contacts report that a few groups are still fighting back on Caprica. We're doing just the same thing we were when we were enemies, Commander. We're fighting for a cause we believe in. Now, care to see my stock? I won't be able to buy anything because I've got no scrap. She's selling a Kestrel, a ship I've never seen before. Can I select it? Offensive coordination. So it's got offensive and evasive. So it's like a support ship. Gives all allies in range plus 25% damage or plus 15% evasion. That's cool. There's some officers I can grab here. Again, I can't afford any of them. I can buy nukes. I can buy supplies. One supply for 12. Okay, I can't buy anything. Well, I can sell stuff to her. I didn't want to sell anything. What I might do is I might invest in scrap recycling, which will get me 20 scrap. Or I just invest in training crew to get the 30 scrap per jump. If we can survive, that's a better ability. So let's train the crew. And now we've got our actual crisis, which I don't have any actions left for. Oh god. High prices. I know you've got a hands full of the Silence Commander, but we have other problems. Prices are surging. Passengers can't afford to buy food, medicine, even water. We need you to step in, sir, before this gets worse. The captain cuts off communication before you can reply. Awkward looks are exchanged around the room. The inflation is going to be coming from somewhere. Maybe it's started on the series. We should investigate. Or we could send help from the Gunstar to prevent the price surge from impacting the series. I see your point, Major, but the Gunstar's resources are finite. Help them there, and we have to be able to scale back our defense systems. Yes, like the Oregon Trail in space. So we can do a full investigation, which means until it's resolved, all supplies costs are increased by 30%. Or we can take 30% additional damage for 3 sectors. Do I think I can dodge 30% additional damage for 3 sectors? I'm going to bypass this crisis. It's probably a bad idea. Okay, fingers crossed this works, sir. Taking more damage is fine, I would say. That was what I was thinking. High prices has bypassed. Good news. Prices with the series are going back to normal, sir. Maybe I should have guessed, but the underworld invaded my ship. They've been pulling the strings, resulting in the inflation. Your loan has balanced out our economy. Now we're working on cleaning house. Still a lot to do over here, but this is a victory. Thank you, Commander. Mohammed smiles at your side. We'll continue to monitor the situation on your ship. Okay, so this now goes away, which is good, because I can then focus our last 3. This is a boss sector. Oh, crap. Just don't get hit. Okay, we definitely need, I think, to spend the repair points on this ship, and I need to get the crew... If I can get the crew up to obtain 30 scrap per jump, I think that's really, really good. So I'm going to train the crew twice. That's all we can really do right now. Oh, I also need the Tillium. So I'll spend 1 Tillium to gain 2 Tillium. Not great, but it's better than nothing. Alright. So I could invest... I think I have to invest twice to get the 20 scrap. I don't think I get it once. So I am just going to invest one more time to get the 30 scrap after this jump. Okay. It is time for the boss. This is probably going to be rough. How many people beat the first boss on their first FTL run? Because that's what we're basically looking at here. Let's go. Good luck, everybody. Ships are repaired. Heroes are assigned. Squadrons are leveled up. The fleet can't be upgraded because I have no scrap. And civilian defense is already set. Whew. I just cheated. I know nothing about this game. Only the bare symbol of the setting. Is it giving the story that you randomly have... Yes. So, they do get more health. That's good to know, guys. So, Thanatos. Just to quickly explain it. Humans invented robots called Cylons. The Cylons rebelled. They killed a lot of humans. There was a big war. To resolve that war, an armistice was formed. About 40 years after the armistice, the Cylons showed back up and killed everybody. We are in a fleet that's running from the Cylons, trying to get to another fleet. And the Cylons do look like humans. I don't know if our fleet know that the Cylons can't infiltrate us, but looking like humans yet. Alright, there's another trade beacon here, which is interesting. But let's jump to Sanjiang. The biggest problem here is our guns... Oh, it's an actual base star. It's an actual base star. Get ready for lots of missiles. We're being hailed, Commander. What? We're being hailed? What do you mean? We're this far from the colonies. Who could possibly... The CIC goes dark. A screeching sound erupts from the speakers. What do we have here? The voice that speaks after is high-pitched, full of confidence and malice. Wonderful. What is this? Are we being hacked? Poor little humans. Afraid of the dark, are we? Is this, I think I know who this is. Show yourself. Explains why the crew wouldn't immediately be running counter-espionage programs to screen for infiltrators, and sounds like a slightly more advanced and story-focused spin on FTL. Yeah, it's based on a TV show, which is really good. And this is the end. Your question will be answered about the Cylons, yeah. A pleasure flying with all of you today. Human Cylons only know No, they knew about human Cylons from the first, from the mini-series that launched Battlestar Galactica, the rebuild. But the amount of people that knew was very limited. It was the Commander Adama, Colonel Tai, The Marines that dealt with the human Cylon and the President and Gaius Baltar are the only ones who knew, but they knew from the start of Season 1. The story got out to everybody in the fleet by about mid-Season 1. Show yourself. You're brave enough to make it this far from Caprica. Oh, okay. Not the guy I thought it was. But did you really think we would let you live? Sir, he's calling from the base star. Number 5, the clerk. Now let's get to it. There are 12 Cylon models. Now let's get to it, shall we? I don't have all day. Commander, multiple missiles nearly hit us. Don't worry, it'll be over soon. By the gods, everyone, to their battle stations. Okay, I actually got chills, but it's also quite cold. So he's got Promethus' Eye. Acquire a target squadron, then launch a salvo of 5 consecutive exploding shots on its position on the battlefield. That means we cannot leave. Thank you for joining us with. You learned something really interesting things about humanity. Yes, I've watched the whole series. I've watched all of Galactica when it first came out. It was one of my favorite sci-fi series ever. Didn't love the last series, to be honest, but still loved the show. That means I can't leave the Raptor too close to any of my ships or too immobile. We've got 2 minutes to survive. Let's go. Okay, we've got Strikers moving in, and I've got my Viper out. Get in there. I'm going to put the Raptor here to start with, because it's going to need to move backwards and forwards. Let's not forget that I've got my signature bypass. Oh, and then I also have my speed boost on my Vipers as well. Okay, you hit the further away one. Okay, we've got an incoming nuke. Nuke incoming. And 3 guys as well. That nuke needs to be shot down ASAP. But I've got my speed boost on my Viper. So let's take down these guys and then we'll boost in. Okay, speed boost, nuke. Okay, you can take these guys out. We've got Strikers coming on the left, Strikers coming in on the right. Let's not spoil the ending to Galactica, because I've got a feeling this game might get some people to watch it. I think it's going to hit Paramount Plus soon. Jimi Hendrix was a Cylon. Okay, that whole sequence was really, really good with All Along the Watchtower. Okay, what do I want to do here? I've got 2 seconds left on flak. I might hit one of these with flak. Viper's currently taking out all of these raiders, which is great. Everything's looking okay so far. I can also force them to retreat. The cooldown for this is 30 seconds. I want to make sure I'm using it constantly. Okay, my guns are ready to fire. I also have 3 nukes. What I'm going to do, what is the range on this? The range is quite tight. Let's fire flak on these guys. And then we're going to take on these guys here. Okay, I want you to come... Okay, this is what I should have kept my flak for, but we can use the Raptor to deal with that. This sniper is a problem. I want to send the Raptor out to deal with it. Okay, that's fine. We can dodge these shots. With the shooting the Viper is the wrong choice. Oh no, they're going to hit the ship. Damn it! And then these guys survive the flak. Oh crap. Okay. Get away from the ship. Okay, I need you on this. I need you to come around here and hit the sniper. Can you... I need you to actually tell these guys to retreat. Babylon 5 was really good. As I also think Deep Space Nine was one of the best Star Treks, in my opinion. I think I watched all of it, but I barely remember out of it. Like, yeah, there's a lot of drama and there's a lot of human stuff in Galactica. Okay, these guys here, can you make them run away? You need to move to do it. So you fired your shot, move here, and then I want you to go after this missile. The music is pretty awesome here. It's very Galactica, actually. Okay, make all of these guys run away. Good. Now you engage this, you engage this, and then we can tidy these guys up on the way back. I almost have my guns back. We may end up using a nuke here. We've still got quite a long time to survive. Oh, there's another nuke coming in. Get back over here, take out the nuke. Oh, this is bad. This is bad, 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 bad. Okay, you take out the nuke. You get on the raiders, but I don't think you've got enough speed for them, so attack all of this. I'm going to launch a nuke right here to take these guys on. Okay, and then here. And then you just eat these guys up. One of them survived that. So you hit this. I've got flak coming back up in a second. Okay, you need to move. So take a shot and then move. Oh god, this is really bad. Guns are back online. I think I need to hit the heavy raider with the guns. Unfortunately, he just needs to move to dodge these shots. Okay, take on the sniper. You take on the raider. Okay, then you need to get the nuke with your speed boost. You need to hit this guy. Is that... Okay, that's just telling me there's a nuke inbound here. I think you're fast enough to get to the nuke. Yes, you are. But we now have this to deal with. However, you're here. So, focus on the heavy raider first, and you can take out the strikers afterwards. 40 seconds left. I love this combat. This is really fun and really stressful. Okay, nuke inbound, nuke inbound. You don't have your speed boost, so we're gonna have to use the raptor to shoot down this nuke. What I'll probably do is I'll just tell these guys to retreat. Just so we don't have to worry about them right now, and we can attempt to get this nuke. Okay, there's more enemies coming in. Oh, we got a close jump as well. As soon as this nuke is in range, I want you to focus down on it. Focus the nuke. Okay, nuke take it down. You taking out all this stuff. Get back here. You don't have your speed boost left. Okay, that's great that he's shooting at you while you're running. You take on this heavy radar. Raider. Oh, watch out, you're gonna get hit. Nuke inbound. Okay, that's fine. Radiological alarm, as they would say. What do we got? 21 seconds left. I think we're looking good. Okay, I want you to shoot this nuke when it gets in range. Okay, 15 seconds. I think we're good. I'm not going to pull everyone back yet. What I'm going to do is I'm going to need a speed boost and take out this nuke, and then we're going to get out of here. You can undeploy. We've got 10 seconds left. I'm going to drop flak to stop these guys. Okay, you get back to base. 6 seconds. 5. Let's get flak. Okay, they're actually all chasing my Viper, which is hilarious. 4, 3. Okay, I'm going to drop flak here. Actually, if I put the flak... I'm going to try and hit all of them with the flak if I can. They're probably going to change targets, though. Let's just flak these guys. We're actually about to jump. We just need to get the Viper into base. Jump. Whew. That was good. That was a really good fight. I actually got some achievements there. Or working towards, beat number 5 the clock the first time, beat number 5 the clock time with the Wanderers. Okay, cool. We got some achievements. So much needs to be done in Intercepted. Yeah, this is the thing. I appreciate this. The battle of the face of it way oversimplified for such engagements. Being strictly stationed large ship points defense on a strictly two-dimensional field, there is so much needs to defend it. Lots of different tools to use. Yes, and we need more tools. Whew. I'm seeing hectic, but I'm seeing the logic. Yeah, this is really, really, really fun. I'm having a lot of fun. It feels good. Okay. Critical effects sustained during battle is resolved without cost. So our main ship took a crit. So I could get rid of that, which seems pretty good. The initial POI would be nice as well. But honestly, I think a turn where we can just like relax a little bit, not deal with crits, would be very nice. So I'm going to heroic crew this. Initial POI can be powerful, but I just don't want to have to deal with stuff right now. Opportunity seized. So that gets us on 100. That gets us 100 scrap, which is huge for us right now. We need that scrap really badly. Commander, the workers are working on recycling the Cylon ships I took down. Feels like a 2-for-1 special, sir. We kill some enemies and we get additional scrap. Excellent news. We could certainly use the scrap. Okay, so that got us a ton of scrap. The clerk's voice still rings in your head as the FTL drive. Can you get and keep the Pegasus? Sadly not. I don't think so. The next person's really tough. My only tip, make sure you have nukes. Okay, thanks for the tip. Hey, Alex Strike, I'm good to see you. You're safe for now, at least. Receive reports from the rest of the fleet, Commander. The Cylons didn't follow through. What the frack was this? Clerk? And how did he find us? Confirming we're far from any known colonial route, sir. There's no way they placed a frigate in every corner of the galaxy. They can't be that powerful. There must be something else. A traitor. So one thing to bear in mind, lore-wise in this game, I'm going to have to deal with the dog. She's just going a bit crazy outside. But lore-wise in this game, you cannot trace an FTL jump. So if somebody jumps faster than light like we do at the end of every battle, we should not be traceable. But they keep finding us. And that means something that's slightly unexplainable. Let me just let the dog in. 1 sec. Tubby. Wake up. Good girl. I'll wrap you up in your blanket. I know you want to be a burrito. No, your blanket's not on your bed yet. You can't lie on it while it's on the floor. Out of the way. No, don't curl up with a tiny scrap of blanket. Wait until I put it on your bed. Tully, why are you being so weird? Look, here. Tully, there's your blanket on your bed. Now you can curl up in it. And then I'll put the rest of it over you and you'll be a dog burrito. There we go. Good girl. Now you're done burrito and you get nice and warm. All right, I'm back. The lore is different than BSG. What do you mean by the lore is different than BSG? There's been a traitor among us. Exactly what traitor would say. No, that's exactly the same lore as in Battlestar Galactica. Let's just something else. A traitor. I can't see any other explanation. The Cylons always know where we're going, maybe even before we do. You take a second to digest your Exo's words. He must be right. We can't run forever, sir. Keep investigating. A needle in a haystack. Okay, what have we got here? First things first, let's try and deal with the underworld tension so we have a chill event, if possible. The bar reeks of cheap alcohol, so I can play cards with the underworld. Surrounded by thieves and brokers, you feel awkward, yet the triad table is joyful and tipsy. Cards and alcohol pass around, and soon you end up flat broke. Hard to believe you knew the rules. I'm going to spend the 4 supplies to improve my underworld relations. So I'm now at fair with everybody. No, they couldn't. I'm certain they cannot trace jumps in BSG. Let's see what's for sale at the... Excuse, oh, actually, I'm going to level up first. Let's get that done. So my Viper's leveled up. Got lucky in my last run and got a rare hero from the random POI, but I guess that was just really lucky. That's cool. So 20 max hull for the Vipers isn't terrible. Crit shot. Every time this unit deals damage with its primary weapons, there's a 5% chance that said damage is increased by 100%. Interesting. It's probably from Twitch. What's from Twitch? Squall. What are you talking about? Remember you can trace someone jumping in or not out. Yeah. How are they following us? All enemy... I think getting another signature bypass ability would be really nice, but we can only have 3 abilities on our fighters. The question is, do I want signature bypass to be on this ship as well as on my Raptor? I think making them run away is very powerful. So yeah, I think I am going to grab signature bypass. 5% is kind of low, yeah. This ability here does seem to be helping with fleet health a lot. So fleet health is actually pretty healthy because he is continually buffing it up. The one thing we're low on, though, is we do not have a lot of hull. We need to spend some time repairing our ships. There was a 33 episode of one of the Civ ships was a Cylon ship. But yeah, that's the first episode of the first season where the Cylons jump in every 33 minutes. And they do it for like a week. Transmission from the roving jump yard. Captain Utah J. Hello there. Passing by or on the road from Cylons. The merchant's tone makes you smile. My junkyard has many spare parts and weapons if you're into that kind of thing. Not afraid of the Cylons. This is a junkyard. There's something of value here. Why would they come after me? They've got bigger prey to hunt. Take a look at what I have in store. Okay, what are you selling? You've got the Mark 7 Mantis Vipers, which I can't afford. They do less damage. They have a way bigger range. They're much faster, and they have 30% evasion. And they come with Berserk. Huge increases unit rate of fire while losing all evasion for the duration of the effect. At the end, they are slowed, and they have short-range jump. They can make short-range FTL jumps? Wow. There's also a rare guy here, a storyteller. And we've got a salvager, and then there's just some supplies. The Kestrel is apparently... so in order to use the Kestrel, I definitely need another launch bay. So before I pick a Kestrel up, I need to pick up another launch bay. To get another launch bay, I need 276 scrap. So that's kind of my focus right now, is to get another squadron dot control. 5% chance of 200 damage is 10% higher damage under optimal conditions. Sell the wolf and you can get it. Oh, I could sell the wolf. How much can I sell the wolf for? Sell a third gun. The Wanderer fleet has an issue with friendly fire, so you rely on squadrons. I don't have a third gun to sell. This is all I have to sell. I can sell the wolf. I'm quite happy to keep the offensive flak and the nuke launcher. And I don't want to get rid of my raw plating reinforcements right now. But if I sell the wolf, that will get me... Well, actually, before we even look at that, how much scrap are we going to get out of this scrap event? Also, there's a ship here. The Interstellar Harbor has been ravaged by Cylons, but we may find one ship still functioning. Yeah, let's look for another civilian ship first. Guaranteed uncommon or higher rarity if this POI is resolved by a hero. I think we definitely grab the ship first. We're going to send Deimos, which is going to... Patully. What's wrong, puppy? Why are we doing lots of barks? Hang on a second. Sorry, everybody. I have a dog to deal with. Hey, puppy, come here. Come here. Come. What do you want? She's finished her water and was telling me she needed a drink. Okay, let's continue. So I like picking up more civilian ships because basically they are ablative health and passive resource gain. So let's see what we get. What are we getting? A new civilian has joined the fleet, the Veranger. It's a salvage vessel. Obtain a small amount of a random resource per jump. Doesn't seem bad. Exactly, Teledath, yes. Okay, so we now have the Veranger in the fleet, and I can swap it out for one of these two to take some hits for us, which is really nice. We also just got to level up for Deimos. So she is Chief Deck, so she gets all fleet upgrades in the R&D lab, cost minus 4% per her level, and she gains plus 5 fleet health every time she resolves a POI. So now we get Empathetic, gains plus 10% extra fleet health every time this hero resolves a POI with a fleet health reward. So that only triggers on a fleet health reward. Business Acumen, gain 10% scrap from all items sold in shops, or I can assign her to a weapon for shredding shot. Every time a assigned Gunstar weapon deals damage to an enemy unit, there's a 33% chance to obtain 1 scrap. Assigned Gunstar weapon suffers 25% less damage. Let me just wrap the dog up in her... Let me just wrap the dog up in her blanket. Yeah, no, just have a drink. Come on, in you get. Into bed. Good girl. In you get. It's sleeping times. Good girl. We'll go for a big WLK after the stream, don't worry. There you go. Good girl. Hopefully she'll have a snooze now. This is it seems powerful for flak, but I guess the flak isn't really there to kill, is it? It's there to slow. So I'm going to grab Shredding Shot. It also means that she can do something. So before I forget, let's just jump into the... One, I've already got quite a lot of stuff that helps fleet health, so I'm not too worried about fleet health at the moment. Okay, let's back out of here. One is better long term, because my fleet health is like super healthy from the passives that I already got. Okay. So, let's actually, before I do this, I want to resolve this a bit thing here. So get me 60 scrap for one hero. The thing is, I really want to keep hero activations for the Crisis. And I desperately need supplies, so I kind of want to use a hero thing to gain 9 supplies. Okay, the Tilium one is not worth it. We can just grab the Tilium, that's fine. 38 scrap for 1 Tilium is fine. I think I send someone to do this because I really, really need these supplies. There's a good point. Yes, I could buy a new hero. And that gets me more actions. Yes! Oh, that's nice. Okay, we've got a thing we need to do. Excuse me, sir, we have a problem with this series. Some kind of outbreak. Half my crew is sick. Nothing too serious so far, but... my doctors are a bit lost. They think it would be a natural response to stress. A common cold even, but they're not sure. Any advice? I'm no doctor commander, but healthcare is nothing to mess around with. So I can take preventative action, which gives me an event to handle, or we can 50-50 it. We're doing okay on resources right now. Let's take the event. So I've got 4 turns to resolve the event, which will cost me 2 supplies. I think we're good there. So let's level up Zhong. They got space COVID. So he's currently got Storyteller, 30% chance to gain 2 fleet health every time assigned squadron destroys an enemy unit. So I could also give him Scrapper. Every time assigned squadron destroys an enemy unit, there's a chance to obtain 2 scrap. Or Carry On, which I've seen before, which is they get healed every time another squad dies. Or Humanitarian. Gain 2 fleet health every time a base resource is spent in fleet management. 20 fleet health is ignorable, to be honest. Scrapper is OP. Both Scrapper and Humanitarian seem very, very powerful. If I didn't already have tons of stuff helping my fleet health, I would go for it. But I think Scrapper, I think Scrapper is the way to go there for him. All right, let's buy a dude. So I can buy Claudia Hoffman, who also has Salvager. Defensive Flak is a good weapon to get if you're getting swarmed too. AoE around your cat vessels, no friendly fire. So I think I want to grab Claudia Hoffman. I can't unfortunately get Amir Bassini. Could I get Amir Bassini? I could get Amir Bassini potentially. I've got 21. If I was to, no, that would take me to 4. So I wouldn't be able to get him. Scrapper is really good. Yeah, but I need another ship for him. So let's get Claudia Hoffman. A new hero has been recruited. Now that's me down to 1 supply, which is scary. Really scary. But I can buy some supplies. Alright. So now that gives me another action point to spend every turn. His bonus is Storyteller, yeah, which we already have on Jung. He already has Storyteller. So she's got Salvager, gain 20% extra scrap every time this hero resolves a POI with a scrap reward. So I'm going to send her to resolve this scrap reward here, which gets me up to 225 scrap. Then we can go into R&D, and I can unlock my 3rd squadron dock. Which, oh wait, it's jumped up to 264? Was it? I thought I needed 178 for some reason. Okay, so we're still not able to unlock the dock. But that's what we're heading for. Alright, I'm going to take the hit on this. We're not going to bother resolving this. So we have 1 turn left. Let's spend a little bit of our scrap repairing... Oh, actually, yeah, we could... Well, this is the difficult thing, right? I want to buy this ship, but I also want to... Well, okay, here we do. We're going to sell the Wolf because we're not going to use it. Okay, then we're going to buy the Kestrel. So we've got that set up. I could have bought could have bought the better... I could have bought the better Viper. Now I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I could have bought the Mantis. I probably should have bought the Mantis. I can't sell this back for what I bought it for. No, I can't. Sell green, buy blue. Yeah, I should have bought this. I bought the wrong thing. I can't buy this now. I mean, I could sell the Kestrel, but I don't want to. That's a really big loss on scrap. We'll make do. We'll make it work. It's going to be fine. It is going to be fine. We will be fine. We will always be fine. Okay, so I want to repair the ship, which will cost me 33 scrap. The problem with doing that, Alex, is if I sell the Viper for the Viper Mark II, if you have a look, our Viper Mark II has leveled up to level 3, giving it 230 health and 119 damage. It also has these 2 abilities. The Viper Mark II doesn't have any of those things. So I don't think it's a good trade to trade the Viper for the Viper Mark II. I want to spend 33 scrap to repair the Battlestar, the Gunstar. So we're going to do that. Then for the turn, I think... So I could level these guys up for more. Gain 50%, gaining 50 scrap per jump seems very good. This seems like a long-term investment that's worth investing into. So I'm going to train the crew here, and then we're going to get the event to fire. CIC needs you, Commander. The Comet. Every screen in the CIC blinks, stutters, and reboots. Comet trajectory is confirmed, sir. It will miss the fleet. Yeah, and it's fracking up our instruments. Dratus works, but barely. The FTL calculator is all out of sorts. It'll be bombarded with security reports. Chaos is out there. Civs are scared. They call the Comet a dark omen. I don't believe the Comet and our technical issues are related, sir. Your chief tech leads through the reports while the entire CIC waits impatiently. See this chart? It shows the problem was bound to happen. It also shows the problem should solve itself in a few jumps, but I propose we fix it sooner than that. Well, if it will solve itself, let's just wait. Why bother? Because people in the fleet are afraid, and fear never leads to anything good, sir. We need to look into this ASAP. Nobody gives you 50 scrap per jump. You forget it goes even further. Okay, I thought it was give me more. So that's plus 40% to all fleet health losses for 3 sectors, or plus 25% cost to all R&D lab upgrades until this is resolved, which isn't actually a bad thing. Because we don't need to solve this straight away. But do I care about plus 40% fleet health losses? Yes, because I've got one pending already. So we'll take the event. All right away, Commander. Okay, so I've now got this crisis to deal with. Soothe panicked passengers and analyze malfunctioning systems. Soothing panicked passengers will cost me 1 action, which I can't do, and it will cost me 4. So I can't do this one right now. Oh, actually, I do have 1 action, so I can get that one done. The other option is analyze malfunctioning systems, which will also cost me supplies. So my lack of supplies right now is a concern, because it stopped me from being able to solve these very, very easily. This will cost 6 supplies. This will cost 4 supplies. So for right now, I'm going to just use Muhammad to solve this. Okay. So the engineers went through the FTL drive to look into the Gunstar's technical issues. The calculator's fried. Classic wear and tear for this model. Nothing to do with the Comet. Unfortunately, we don't have the right parts to repair this, but the Cylons do. Cylon Raiders specifically. Let me kill a few of them, Commander. Take them down. I'll retrieve the right components to fix our problem. No problem. Get it done. So now I'm going to get a mission to kill some Raiders, which is perfect for us. So I'm guessing destroy 15 silence units with Ade assigned to a squadron, which he will be, and he has just leveled up. So Scrapper, every time a signed squadron destroys an enemy unit, there's a 33% chance to gain 2 scrap. Or Storyteller, 30%, or Nuke Salvager. Obtain 1 extra nuke every time. I'm going to go Scrapper on him as well. Just seems very useful. I'm going to let this fire. So I could either level these. I think I'm going to level this up to gain the extra scrap. Although getting the extra supplies from here would be very nice as well. So I know I've already invested in this ship. But I might invest in this ship for the supplies. Because we're doing okay on scrap right now. So I'm going to just spend the next 4 turns just investing in this ship. Okay, we lost 20 fleet health. I'm not too worried about it. The disease mode of the series has gotten much worse. The number of infected has increased. In the sense of life, they have a flu. We have a serious problem. People will die if we don't carefully. So that actually triggered another event. So we should not have let that fire. Because now I have 2 events that have now fired, where I should have just left that 1. So that's actually turned out really bad for us, and I can't resolve either of these. We have to resolve them in the next sector, and I need supplies for both of them. So we're gonna have to level up the supply ship. It seems the military has been collecting supplies since the start of our journey. Food, medicine, clothes, anything they could save. They want us to have it. They say they want nothing in return. Suspicious, I know, but we're in no position to turn them away. So they're going to give me 3 supplies for more. Yeah, that's fine. I'll take the 3 supplies. Oh, look, the sick people got worse. Who could have guessed? Okay, so the military now have more influence in the fleet. Still can't resolve this. Still can't resolve this, but we're a little bit closer. I'm going to continue leveling up the Midnight Mist. Okay, we have an opportunity. Happens because the military influence is up. Commander, could I have a word regarding the military? Can you seriously stop having problems for 5 minutes? The latest training reports are excellent. Objectives are being reached, but the pilots feel unchallenged. If you could, sir, the next time pilots are out there fighting, can you make sure they kill as many raiders as possible? It'll improve their performance. Sure. Okay, so what is this actually going to do? Destroy 35 silo units with any hero-assigned soldiers, plus 33% to all allied squadrons range for 2 sectors. That sounds great. What a great pickup. Okay, we'll trade the crew one more time, which unfortunately doesn't get them close enough to the level up. Then I'm going to select the civilian defense. Yeah, we're going to do that in a second. I want to repair... Oh, wait, can I repair the ship? I thought I had time to repair before we jumped. Alright, I've done this in a different order. Okay, well, we're going to take the Varanger, and we're going to take the Midnight Mist. But I really want to... Okay, I can still repair it. So I'm going to spend 16 scrap to get this up to 30. And I'm actually going to get them to... I don't want to repair my ship. I want to repair my ship because we're still taking extra damage from that ability. So I'm spending a lot of scrap here. We're definitely going to need more scrap. That's fine. Everything else is repaired. We're ready to go. I haven't resolved this Tillium thing. We can't do that now. That's okay. It's only 2 Tillium. We need to focus on Tillium in the next sector. Let's start the battle. Repair ships, yes. Assign heroes, yes. Level up, yes. Upgrade, yes. Select, yes. Okay, we can go to Rhea or we can go to Rosé. Rhea is giving us scrap, supplies, Tillium. Rosé is giving us a temple ruin and a smuggler's crash and a crash site. It doesn't look like there is any way to gain Tillium in this sector. And we are down to 4 Tillium. This seems more interesting, right? I'm really curious about the Temple Ruin and the Smuggler's Cache and the Crash Site. But Rhea just gets us straight supplies, which we kind of need. We desperately need Tillium, we desperately need supplies, and we need scrap. The pup protection. It's okay. My housemaid has gotten up and she's looking after the dog now. So I think this is more interesting, but I think this is how we continue the game. So unfortunately, I think we need to head here. As much as I want to head here, we can harvest some Tillium from the ship if we really need to. I'm going to head to Rhea. I know it sucks. I really want to go to Rhea, but I'm going to head to Rhea. We also just desperately need supplies. Okay, we've got a Phantom class frigate. Alright. let's deploy. We've got everyone coming out. What have we got here? We've got every 10 seconds, they get emergency evasive maneuvers. Gain 50% evasion as long as hull points are over 30% or under 30%. That's nasty. Focus shots. Unit gains plus 30% damage, but this bonus lasts for 4 seconds if the unit is shot at, even if shot misses. Okay. Not too bad. I'm unpausing. And our boys are deployed. So I'm gonna drop our Raptor here, and I'm gonna get the Viper in on these Dodgers. So these guys look like they have built-in evasion anyway. Yeah, potentially. They're fast. And then they're getting additional evasion just from the bonus. Oh god, this is gonna be tough. Okay. Okay, these guys are coming in. I'm gonna flak these 3. And then we're gonna shoot down these ones. Your primary target is gonna be this guy. Once we kill this guy. You should have a speed bonus right now. Okay, I'm gonna activate your speed boost just to get you moving a bit faster. Okay, we've got missile coming in for you. You need to target this missile when it gets in closer. Okay, you took it out. Can you hit this missile as well? Okay, Raptor's doing great work. You come after this Dodger. You position yourself to intercept this Dodger. I don't like the way these guys actually fight back. We've not had enemies to do that yet. Get ready for this guy. Actually, come in on this guy. Viper's taking quite a lot of damage. As long as it doesn't die, we're okay. Big hit. Okay, we've got missiles inbound as well. So I think I'm going to have to retask you onto this, and you're going to have to be ready to intercept this, and then we switch back to this when we get a chance. Okay, you can focus on that for now. We've got a lot of enemies coming in right now. I don't have access to my main guns at the moment. I don't think there's much I can do but just keep on keeping on for right now. You probably do, but I don't... Like, the frigates have 6,000 health. My nukes do 1,000 health per... Like, I did a lot of nukes to take out the frigates. Okay. Oh, crap. I did not intercept the missiles. Okay, we got one of the missiles. We got one missile. Actually, you get here to take on this infiltrator. And I'm gonna use your make them run away ability, I think. Just to give myself a little bit of time here. Yeah, these Dodgers are really annoying. Look how many misses I've had against this guy. Okay, finally hit him. Got a missile inbound. You've got your speed boost. So I want you to engage this and speed boost. Still can't quite catch it. Okay, we got there. You need to engage this, and then you need to come here, and then guns to... Oh, I can't hit both of them. I'm gonna hit these guys with flak, just make sure I'm not hitting my own ship. You really like to... Yeah, don't have the range to nuke the frigate. Oh, there's more missiles inbound. This one's gonna hit the battle star no matter what I do. You're taking out this. Can you focus on this, please? We've got 55... We've got a long time to go. We've got an elite Dodger coming in. Yeah, I know we took hits. I can't hit these Dodgers. They're just like... they're just tanking every shot I have. Quite tempted to nuke these two, but they're going to be here when the nuke lands. I could nuke here, hit all 3 of them. I'd move the Raptor. Is that going to hit the Varanger? It's not going to hit the Varanger. It's just warning me it's going to hit this. Move to here. Engage this. Oh no, actually just move to here. Okay, I've launched a nuke. My Raptors are about... my Vipers are about to become combat incapable as well. I need to pull them out of the fight completely. Can you please help? You help with this. I'm gonna have to withdraw my Vipers. They can't keep fighting. Oh god, the Vipers got destroyed. Cool. We've got more missiles inbound. I need to launch my new ships. We still have a lot. We still have 40 seconds to survive here. We've got 3 criticals stacked up now. Okay, so he's got offensive support and evasive. All ice scores with the range get evasive, plus 50% evasion, or plus 25. I'm going to go for evasive support for him. Jeez, the damage. We're going to have to emergency jump here. Okay, can you please fire at him? Can you please fire at him? I'm really struggling here, team. Really struggling. I have to pull. I think I have to pull the Raptor out. Wait, I can use my runaway. I can use my runaway. We'll fire at him one more time, and then we're going to use the runaway, and we're going to use the remote diagnostics to heal him. I forgot I had the remote diagnostics. We've almost got our flak back online. Okay, what's your range on this? Let's give it a couple more seconds so we can grab this ship as well. Okay, make them all run away. Okay, they're all running away. It didn't hit him, though. And you're not doing anything here. This might not be enough to keep the ships alive. I'm worried about the civilians. We may just need to... I don't have the Tilium for an emergency jump. Okay, the Raptor's gonna die. Raptor's gone. Missiles inbound. I'm locking in. I'm going to go in. Oh no, I hit my ship with my flak. I think I have to emergency jump. I don't think I have a choice. I think I have to emergency jump. Okay. Let's get the Kestrel back to base and then we emergency jump. How long do we have left? 14 seconds. I don't think the civvies can survive. I'm emergency jumping. That was terrible. That was so bad. Alright, we've got critical failures on all of our ships. We've got injuries on our fighters. 2 of our ships were wrecked. The civilians would not have survived 18 seconds. I know there's only 18 seconds left. The civilians would not have survived. So we can gain 1 Tilium, and take no damage, repair 300 hull points on the Varanga. Let's repair the hull. Okay. We've got some serious stuff to do here. Morale down for 2 of our people. Okay. At the moment, we don't have any tension in the fleet, so we can hold out that. We are out of fuel, yes. So I need to spend 2 turns investing fuel from the ship, which will then let me go and get the fuel from here, which will get me 5 fuel. So that's what we have to start with. That's why I didn't want to do that. Let's invest. Oh god, we've got this to deal with as well. Crap. I can only deal with one of them. Treat infection or supervise health. Let's treat the infections. I can only do one of these. I want to send Hoffman to deal with this. Okay, that's the end of that event, at least. She leveled up as well. Okay. Basic trigonometry. All squadron abilities or Gunstar weapon areas have had gain 10% radius. That's really nice. Assigned squadron abilities gain plus 25% duration. Every time this hero resolves a POI, another random hero heals 1. That's insane. We need that. We need that desperately. Okay. So we need Tilium. Before we can do anything, we need Tilium. I got 1 Tilium. Hope the first will make this a series. You're really enjoying it, Tertiniego. That's good to know. Sir, a word. There's tension aboard the Midnight Mist. Dockers are using an empty deck, but Navy personnel warn it's off limits. You need to make a choice, sir, and fast. So at the moment, both the workers and the military have 2 levels of influence in the fleet. So I'm going to pick the dockers here, and then I'll go and have drinks with the military. Okay, military hasn't gone to tents, which is great, which is huge for me. I also have these 2 events that are about to fire, which we need to deal with. There's so much going on. But I think the first thing I have to do is I need to send... What should we do? I'm holding on to the bar, Alex, in case there's a disaster. Because the bar will let me increase morale, trade supplies for Tilium, or gamble some scrap. So I want to hold on that for now. Let's go and get Tilium from here. Using, what does she have barred? This gives every time, yeah. So we'll get the fleet health with her, extracting the Tilium. Okay, we now have 5 Tilium, so I can now start doing some other stuff. We need to spend scrap to repair our fighters, so let's do that. It's going to cost 76. Okay, our fighters are back online. Done. I could resolve one of these. So this is going to do a ton of hull damage to this ship. This is going to drop fleet health. I have a lot of stuff that brings fleet health up. I have nothing really that destroys 600 fleet armor. So let's send in another. I know I want to keep the. Damn, I want to keep these for the crisis. So I think I'm gonna have to spend 6 supplies to resolve this. Okay. Now we have the crisis. We have a crisis, Commander. Commander, the captain of the Minute Mist wants to talk to you. She sounds agitated. Commander, in a bit of situation, an asteroid just hit our hull. Everything's okay except for a spare parts vault. The outside door may break at any moment. I'm afraid we won't be able to fix it ourselves without affecting the efficiency of our ship. I'm requesting your help. Okay. Hold on. Can we tell them to fix the ship themselves? If we don't help them, the ship will not be available for the next few sectors. So we don't get the Midnight Mist at all. The Midnight Mist is the ship that's giving us scrap. So I don't really want to lose it. So if we fail this, we lose 120 crap. 120 scrap. Now we have actions to do here. Count me in. Okay. So it's on Muhammad and Jong here. So I need to secure 2 of these. Secure the ship area will cost me 1 with a risk of 1 to 2 health. This will cost me 1 with a risk of 1 health. This will cost me just 1. Alright, we're going to send my injured guy to do this one. The problem is we're not going to be able to complete all of these because we had to do so much stuff to help the fleet. Now I need to do another one. I can actually hold on this. I have 9 turns before this fires. So we could leave this for the next sector and actually focus on our ships a little bit here. What I need to do is I need to get a ton of scrap, and I need to use that scrap to repair my civilian ships. So this one will get me 66 scrap, and this one will get me 65 scrap. One of my people has a thing that gets, oh, it's her that gets more scrap, isn't it? Yeah, she's salvager. No one else is a salvager, are they? No. Okay. Well, let's just grab, and then with supplies, 10. Wow, there are a lot of supplies available here. So I can gain 122 scrap, and that's a good idea, Brad. We need to get the scrap first. So I'm thinking scrap, and supplies are my next 3 moves. So let's grab this scrap. Oh, I can only send you. I can't send him because he's... Oh, I already used him. Okay. Oh, that's a disaster. Then I'd rather grab... No, 7 supplies is fine. Yes, I'm going to do that, everybody. Thank you for checking in on me. I'm going to do that. I'm just grabbing the scrap first. So we'll grab the scrap with you. This is the most scrap, right? Yes, it is the most scrap. Then I'm going to grab this scrap with Tillium. Oh, we got another event. So I have this bad news. We have some tension on the Sirius. The military there are planning to transform old ammunition into some nukes. But the workers have come forward requesting the job. They say they can give us scrap instead. I could probably do... I mean, 70 scrap is... 70 scrap is health. And it also gets us our 3rd fleet slot, which we really, really need. Nukes are good. But I think having a 3rd ship in the air is better than a nuke. Nuke is a one-use thing. Getting a 3rd ship in the air is a permanent thing. We're obviously way off that, but it lets us pad up towards it. Okay, military is now tense, so we need to deal with that. So let's go to the bar. Oh, my collective challenge failed. Okay. My opponents didn't show up to the briefing on it today, Commander. The radar challenge is off. I didn't realize I only had 1 mission to do that. Wait, is this a boss fight? No, we're not at a boss fight yet. We're not at a boss fight yet. Bar, I need to get the military happy with me now. Secret deal with the military. Gamble scrap. Okay, I can't talk to the military right now. But I can... Hang on a second. If I back out of here, I will grab some supplies. And then in the bar, I can trade supplies for Tillium. The military tries to hide her face. The irony is not lost on you. We need supplies, and we have extra Tillium available. Do you want to trade? 3 supplies for 2 Tillium? Yes. Okay. Now, I need to do stuff, because this is our last stop. So let's go. The problem is R&D costs are increased right now because of the comet. So that's going to increase the cost of the repair technology by 25%. But critical systems, 1 critical effect on the gun star, 1 critical effect threshold on civilian ships, plus 67 repaired hull stars. It's going to cost me 113 scrap to unlock this, which is more than I should be paying. I thought it was military favor dropped too much. Cool. If nukes were like a cooldown item with super long cooldown, yes. We're gonna get that, which we've paid too much for that. Then I'm gonna go and grab the last bit of scraps for the Tilium. Okay. Now we're gonna repair ships. Yeah, drain us content, but we've got stuff to do first. So apparently if I just click this, I can then click on these. Okay. So you're at quite good health. Ceres is at better health than the Midnight Mist. So I'm gonna spend to repair you. And repair you, and I'm going to repair you, and I'm going to... Do I want to repair again here? No, it's a waste. But I am going to repair here for 33. Do I need to... yeah, let's just play it safe. Okay. So that leaves me with 114 scrap. There's nothing else I want to do right now. I just have to make sure that Muhammad doesn't get shot down in this fight. How do we solve this again? Defeat 15 Cylon units with Muhammad. Okay. I feel like I've forgotten something. I want the Ceres and the Varangur in the battle. Double negatives then low, yeah. Alright, let's I guess we start the battle. Hopefully we don't get dodgers again, because the dodgers really ruined me last time. Okay, we've got Omega Edicisium, which is a safe sector. A calm sector without a foreseeable crisis. Okay. Mineral-rich planet, civilian cargo wreck, refinery. So that's a system where I can relax. Or there's an elite enemy. Let's go for the safe zone. We can spend some time just building the fleet up a little bit. We've got a Typhon class frigate, a Slayer class. Fleet is here. So this thing is giving exploding core. When you need to destroy, it explodes and deals damage to all units within an affected area. That's really bad for our... Really bad for our Vipers. It also has Blood Frenzy. It gets plus 10% damage every time it deals damage for the remainder of the battle. Is that its core, yeah? Yeah, that's not... Doesn't give Cylons. That's it, every time it deals damage, not all Cylons. But we need to deploy these. We need to deploy these. And we need to destroy 15 units. Okay, let's see how we go. It looks like we're fighting Slayers, not Dodgers. Yeah, we've got Raiders coming in. Okay, you just go and sit here. You get to here. Actually, the Striker's probably the biggest threat. So hit the Strikers first. This is a nightmare situation. It's always a nightmare situation. The Clankers want to clank us. I'm probably going to pop... Yeah, I know we're taking damage. We're doing what we can. Everything's getting shot down. Okay, let's get you to here. And then let's get you in among the Raiders. And then you can focus down the border from distance. And I could use signature bypass if I need to. So this guy here is going to blow up. So let's pull the Viper away over to here. And then as soon as he's away, I'm going to get the Raptor to hit him. Thank you very much for the follow, News Observatory. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Okay, it's okay. We're going to have to follow them back. That's fine. Because I think if I kill him, it's going to kill the guys around him too. It did. Cool. Take this guy out. Let's get some flak. This is quite nasty here. So let's get some flak here. I just need to pull the Raider out. You can fly around here. I actually fired that a little bit early, but that's okay. On this, you're now... We've got an Elite Striker coming in, but I want to kill this guy if I can. Okay, we can now get you back involved. This guy's going to blow up. I'm quite tempted to drop a nuke here. This guy's a big problem because I have to use my I have to use my Raptor to kill him. I cannot use my Viper. So I'm going to pull the Raptor back a little bit. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to activate Signature Bypass and make it run away. That's actually huge right now. Then we can focus on killing... I can focus on killing this. and then focus on killing this. Well, my Raptor does work over here. My Viper does work over here. Okay, now you need to focus fire this. You can focus fire this. Okay, you can now... This is a raid striker, 2 raiders. We should be fine. You head up and take on the striker. If you hit this, it's going to cause a big explosion, but it's not going to kill it. This is going to take a little bit of time to kill. There's a lot of health here. This is an elite. I'm going to nuke it. I'm going to nuke it. I'm going to drop the nuke right here, which means, yeah, which means the Raptor needs to move back to here, which is fine because I can get it to focus on the striker when it's back here. Okay, and we got some raiders coming in from below as well. Okay. You can focus on this because this guy's going to take care of all of this. Okay, we've got a big jump coming in around us. Borders, borders, raiders, raider, striker. Okay, you take care for now of this. You prepare to kill the striker. I think we're okay. I think you'd better the Raptor was less because yes, I'm trying really hard not to move the Raptor, but you know sometimes I have to move it out of explosive radiuses. Okay, this guy here has a bomb. Shoot him. You focus on him. Okay, this guy's coming for you, which is not good. You've taken him out. Pause the game. I'm going to activate your overdrive to get to him, and then I'm going to activate a signature thingy, and I'm going to activate your signature thingy now, which actually means you can go after him, because all of these guys are going to run away. The making the run away ability, great ability. Really, really good ability. Okay, these guys are going to jump in, and I'm going to hit them with flak. I just need to make sure I don't hit my own team with the flak. So as soon as they've jumped in, I'm going to deploy the flak. I'll do it at, like, now. So we'll just drop it here. I'm not touching the ship. So that should get all of them. And then these guys can focus on all of this over here. Okay, they're taking hits. We've got a lot of enemies coming. We've got 30 seconds left to survive. What else do I need to do? There's nothing I can do nuke-wise. I'm kind of just going to let stuff happen here. You do not need to shoot at these guys, though. You focus on him who's coming for you. The Vipers can kill the Raiders because they only have 1 health. Okay, we have... This guy has high HP. We're going to come in on him and I'm going to make him run away. You don't have a runaway right now. Focus on this guy. You need to make this guy run away, which you can do now. Perfect. Don't chase him. You now need to shoot him, and you need to focus on him. Okay, cool, 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 cool. Oh, whoa! All right, 22 seconds. It's getting really quite spicy. You need to shoot this guy. Good. All right, you have runaway coming in 4 seconds. Okay, I want you to make these guys run away when they spawn in. You can focus on this raider. Actually, I think you can just shoot them. I don't... This guy here needs to run away. You activate overdrive. Go after these guys. You focus on this guy. Is this guy in range yet? He is. I'm going to make all of these guys run away. Now, I'm going to make everybody run away. With 10 seconds left, once we kill this border and this border, I think I'm going to run. So you focus on this. Okay, we don't even have to worry about these raiders. Just focus on these 2 ships. And then get out of here. 4 seconds left. Yeah, pull out, pull out, pull out, pull out. Oh, this guy's still alive. Crap. We'll take the hit. The borders were bad because they do damage over time, but I think we're okay. That was a good fight. We did quite well there. So squadron gains 30 HP, gain 20 fleet health, or gain 15 XP. I mean, leveling our Vipers up is always good. 20 fleet health is nice right now, but I've got passive ways to gain fleet health. 15 XP is... I don't know how much that's going to help me. I'm going to grab the XP. Okay. Crisis solved. Reporting on the FTL calculator, sir. With the materials I brought back, the engineers should be fine for a while. We should be out of this mess soon. If I may, Commander, I did my own investigation. I confirmed that Command had nothing to do with the technical issues. Not really. Also, we finished scrapping the Cylon Raiders and we have some extra supplies. What should we do with them? So I can give them to the military. Oh, the one person I can't give them to is the person I want to give them to, which is the military. So I'm going to keep the supplies for myself. And now we need to go to the bar, and hopefully the military will be our friends. Play tried with the military. As you sit down, surrounded by the military officers, you grab your cards and ask yourself, do Cylons play games? The question quickly fades as the other players try their best to beat you. If there's one place they're allowed to take down the boss, it's here during a game of Triad. You win a few rounds and lose some as well, but more importantly, you notice that the officers on the table respect you a little bit more. I'm going to spend 4 supplies to improve military relations. Okay, so we're keeping on top of the relations. We have an event that is triggered here. Diffuse engineered bomb. This game is great, having a lot of fun with it. Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with it too. Okay, somebody has put a bomb on the tower. So let's get rid of that bomb. I have 4 people available. I would like to not use Muhammad this turn if I can, because he will heal up. So what I want to do is I want to use Jong, which will level him up for doing this, I'm pretty sure. Toaster alert. Yep. Use supplies? Really? Well, how many supplies are we going to get from this, actually? This will get me 8 supplies. So yes, I can afford to use supplies. So let's use supplies. The CIC needs you, Commander. This is it. A Cylon is among us. This is my first playthrough, Shake, yeah. Adama's warning. We have a Cylon on board. Passing as one of us. Oh, that's right. Adama passed on so that we missed the intro to the game because we skipped the tutorial, but Adama did warn that Cylons look like humans now. They're here. I can't believe it. Great. Wonderful. Get a hold of yourself, Mohammed. Your XO turns to you, fire in his eyes. We need to set up a post for you in the security center, sir. You can handle the hunt from there. 1 person for everything. It's protocol, and you should know it. Counter-espionage demands compartmentalization. There's so many unlocks in this game, really. Take me to the security center, Colonel. So we now have a new room to go to. Of course, please follow me. So we have to find the Cylon in the fleet. This is like a new objective we have to complete. Entering the security center feels like stepping into another world. One of secrecy and spy games. A Cylon is walking among us. It could be anyone. Even someone in the CIC. You take a second to comprehend the gravity of the situation. Your enemy is among the very last of your kind. Let's catch this traitor. So we've got a recurring sabotage situations appear every 5 turns and worsen until we catch the traitor. I'm having some stone cold coffee. Good luck, Commander. Alright. We should take advantage of this opportunity. Ballistic breakthrough. Happens because military influence is up. Your CAG goes through the morning report, but your mind wanders more and more. Last thing, the pilot brief went extremely well this morning. It's clear our relationship with the military is very good at the moment. You smile. Any victory, no matter how small, is to be celebrated. An issue did come up, however. One of the pilots is an old timer. I believe she knows a way to improve ammo if we look to older aircraft. Permission to find a pre-war wreckage to grab some supplies? You think for a second. You have much to do already. Your CAG seems to notice your hesitation. What if I'm the secret Cylon? I could be the secret Cylon. One of the things that's a big thing in the show is the Cylons themselves don't know that they're Cylons until they're activated. Improving our ammo would mean for faster loading speeds, Commander. Minus 20% to all weapon cooldowns for 2 sectors. Sounds pretty good. I'll talk to scouting team straight away. So I now have an opportunity to dispatch someone on. Resolve 2 wreckage POIs. And I have 2 wreckage POIs in this sector. Now, things we have to resolve. I have 5 turns to resolve this. And I need to reveal the Cylon hero hidden in my fleet. To do that... Oh, investigation progress. Current state of Cylon not discovered yet. A Cylon traitor is hiding among your heroes. As long as you haven't identified them, they will sabotage the fleet. To stop them, you need to conduct an investigation. Identify primary subjects and find definitive proof of guilt. Each hero will have 4 undiscovered clues that can be revealed to know if they are suspicious or unsuspicious. 2 heroes will always emerge as primary suspects. They will have exactly 3 suspicious clues each. One of those can be verified Cylon proof at the end of the investigation. There are several ways to reveal or verify clues. You need to use them to deduce and narrow down who is the primary suspect, with exactly 3 suspicious clues or not. One way to reveal clues is to investigate. Investigating randomly reveals up to half of total suspects' undiscovered clues in one category per sector. Roguelike element with ups, yep. Investigate is free once per sector. Don't forget to do it every time you can. It can greatly help deciding who's your primary suspect. You can also interrogate to reveal a single undiscovered clue or verify a suspicious clue. It is quite expensive, but the cost goes down as investigation percentage progresses. It's more useful when you've already narrowed down the primary suspect. All that information is summarized in the info sheet here. Don't hesitate to look anytime you feel lost. There are other ways to reveal or verify clues, like resolving silent situations, putting a hero in the brig, or going to the bar to overhear rumors. For now, it is better to investigate, to narrow down the list of primary suspects, and wait until interrogation costs are lower to interrogate. So, We can investigate their past. Clues related to information gathered on here is before the Exodus. And no, I'm not on the list. I'm not on the list. So I'm a faceless character. This is my CAG. This is my XO that was told to take us around. We can investigate their medical history. We can look at their fleet record. And we can look at material evidence. Let's see what's going on with everybody's pasts. Okay, we got a suspicion for a CO, and we're clear on her. So that's interesting to know. No further investigation available until the next sector. We may come back and I don't think we're going to be doing any interrogating this turn. All right, let's head back to the fleet. So we need to clear. We need to clear this. I have 5 turns to clear this, so I have to clear this in this area. But I only need to clear one of these objectives. Frost has investigated himself and found no wrong for his doing. I want Hoffman to clear this. She gets barred. A POI. So these are POIs. I don't think this counts as a POI, unfortunately. I didn't mean to click on that. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong thing. I've got the XO and they keep creating POIs for me. I can't trust Jean-Luc Picard. So this XO CAG cheat of a random officer. Yeah, and if I had more officers, they would be included as well. So the more officers you have, the more you have to investigate. What I meant to click on was this. So I don't know if this counts as a POI, but securing the ship's area will cost me 2 supplies and a small risk for fleet health. I'm just going to do that. And that clears up this crisis. Okay, we took the hit. Skipping stone. My team had a solid job on the Midnight Mist, sir. The door's fixed, but they're waiting for your signal to reattach the cargo as it requires coordinating with the surrounding ships. What do you say? Let's proceed. So this is a second layer to it, this crisis. Wonderful. Gods, a military mob just invaded my ship and seized a member of the underworld. They believe he's a Cylon. They're about to execute him here and now. I know neither the military nor the underworld are our friends, sir, but we should intervene. This kind of chaos which never brings about anything good. What do you think? So I can either step in and protect this member of the underworld, which will increase our underworld. So it means the underworld will now have, if I click on this, the underworld will now be at level 2. But it will decrease our military. I think I'm going to do that. Military is now tense. So now everybody is... Actually, the underworld still haven't reached level 2. So we just need to make sure we make the military happy. Which means we just lost our ballistic breakthrough. Damn it. My pilot didn't show up at the briefing earlier today. Yeah, I know. But I didn't want to take more fleet health because we're actually quite low on fleet health at the moment. Alright. Now we need to resolve this. So I need to place back the cargo, which I can do with 2 supplies. We are going to grab 10 supplies here. But I will have 1 of these left over. So I'm just going to get... I want to keep Mohammed free, though. I want to heal him. So I'm going to get Jong to do this, which will get him a level up. Okay. Crisis solved. Praise the gods, I have some good news. The Midnight Mist's cargo door is secured. Scrap will not be lost. Thank you for myself and the mechanics aboard the ship. Now that we're alone, sir, during the prayers, we retrieved minerals from the asteroid that hit the ship's hull. What should we do with it? We can give it to the mechanics, which increases workers. That increases military. We're going to keep it. We want to get that 3rd hangar bay. This will stay between you and me, sir. These squids really have a lot to complain about, seeing as how they get to eat every day. Okay, her morale is up. Good. Right, let's level up Jong. So gain 10% extra fleet health every time he resolves a POI with a fleet health reward. If he's assigned to a squadron, which he is, assigned squadron gets 5% damage. So this is the range bonus, which isn't huge for him because he's currently piloting the Vipers. Here gains 2 XP each time a assigned squadron destroys a unit. Now that's pretty good. I'm going to get the XP bonus for him. Okay, so we're going to send Hoffman off to do the scrap mission, which gets us extra scrap because she's a salvager. Okay, so that's us up to 331 scrap now, and that's triggered a thing. Stop rogue soldiers from fighting. I've got 4 turns to resolve this. I really want to just get this done, which is the squadron dock control for 264. I just want to get this done, so it's done. All right, we've upgraded the dock. We can now deploy 3 ships in combat. Big deal. This is going to cost me 4 supplies, which is fine because I've got Tillium. I've got supplies coming in. So let's just do this. Did we take the hit? We also took the damage. Okay, fleet health is getting very low. Let's get Tillium next. We'll get you to get the Tillium. Which means I'm going to have to use him to get the supplies, which I wanted to try and avoid doing. Okay, we're up to 5 Tillium. And that got us some morale. Now we've got another event happening here, but until then, I want to just grab the supplies with him. Which means he doesn't get a chance to heal, unfortunately. Okay. Now we've got 2 events firing. So this one is going to fleet health. I can't avoid that. That's sort of 6. Oh! 6 supplies to resolve this event. It sucks. Alright. We see some surveillance footage should help you with your Cylon investigation. Okay. How do I take advantage of that? Ah, okay, it's giving me another one. So, it's giving me her fleet record for completing that mission. So she's looking like she's not a Cylon, which is good. Might not be idea to upgrade fleet logistics, as it will give a free fleet health back. Fleet logistics. Okay, that's good to know. Can I actually afford to do that, though? 66. I can just afford this. Yeah, let's get the fleet health back then. Oh, I probably just screwed myself because I won't have enough to resolve this. I need 2 supplies for this. We can resolve this in the next sector, though. So I'm going to leave that for the next sector. It also increases the cap for it. Good to know. Okay. We've got 1 thing left. If I do this, I can get the... No, I can get the Midnight Mist up to max level. I can't afford to repair any of my ships, though. So we're going to have to go in with these 2. But if I get this up, that gets me... 5... Gets me more... So let's level up the Midnight Mist. And now we've got Trader's content. So Midnight Mist is now getting me 7 supplies per jump and plus 60% max hull. But we now already need to go to combat. So civilian defense, yeah, Sirius in the Varanger, cool. And if we go to the hangar, we've got a ship level up, which I didn't notice. So we need to level up the Raptors to level 4. So we've got critical shot. Every time this unit deals damage with its primary weapons, there's a 5% chance that the damage is increased by 100%. They've got a very slow rate of fire, so I'm not thinking that's great. Whisper Tech. Unit gains immunity from all friendly fire damage. Grey Zone Whisper Tech allows optic synchronization with all colonial weapons, preventing any unwanted colonial damage. Alright, Libra, have a good sleep. Thank you for hanging out. Oh, we've got Overdrive. I kind of like Whisper Tech. That means we don't need to worry about nuking or hitting them with flak. It means we don't need to move them anywhere near as much as we have been. I'm going to grab Whisper Tech for them. Okay. And let's black out. Oh, deployment as well. I need to make sure we're deploying the Wraiths. And let's head back to the fleet. And then I think that's everything. Civil defense is done. Everyone's leveled up. Checklist. Repair done. Assign done. Level up done. Upgrade done. Select civil defense. I ready to battle. Yes. We've come pretty far. We can head to Shima B, which has a trade beacon, fuel hauler emergency beacon, and a severed ship bridge. Or Coney Prior, which has fuel, cargo wreck, and a chance at another. I'm going to go for the chance at another person. Because we don't have the scrap to trade right now. So we're going to head to Coney Prior. But first, we need to defeat a Gorgon-class frigate with ambusher/slash. So we're probably going to expect a lot of people to end up close to our ships. Okay, so this thing is emergency EMP discharge. Every 10 seconds, 1 unit gains an emergency EMP there. Every time unit hull points go under 50%, it applies stun to all enemies within range. So, that's not good for us, for our Vipers. And then we've got Neurostims. All units gain Neurostims, minus 30% cooldown. And it looks like it's drumming in. Focus on attacking units that can apply status and control veto. So hackers and Mind Droppers. Mind Droppers I'm not a fan of. But let's get the fleet on board. Okay, we've got some stuff coming in straight away. And these are mines that are coming in here. The Raptor can just clear mines for us, which is pretty good. So let's just get the Raptor up to here, where it's in range of all these mines. I'm going to get the Kestrel next to it for now. I'm going to get the Kestrel to activate evasive coordination. I'm going to put the Viper here. Okay, we've got some stuff coming in. Let's get the Viper over ready to intercept these raiders. Can you shoot the mines? Yes, you can. And I could probably actually get you to shoot the mines to blow up nearby enemies. But let's get you two in to attack these guys. Okay, Viper on this. You need to move out of the way of this mine. Okay, this is gonna be annoying. A lot of stuff coming in. I'm gonna probably hit these guys here with flak. Okay, you on this. You on this. You just hang around. I might have AoE that works on enemies. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna try and do here. Is use them on the enemies. But let's destroy this mine. Okay, and then I've got these guys coming in. This thing here looks dangerous, so I'm going to get you two on it. I'm going to get you to try and hit this mine and blow up around them. Got one of them. Yeah, you just focus on what you actually switch to focus on this. These guys are not in yet. These guys are not in yet. This guy's coming in here. You focus on him. Okay, this thing actually has enough range to hit the mines, which is good. All right, flak to here. And then you shoot this mine if you've got the range for it. Not enough range, but that's okay. Viper, come in, and Wraith is already doing its thing. These guys are getting hit by flak right now. One of them made it through the flak barrage, so you hit this guy. Okay, and then you guys just focus on all this. Cool. We've got... Is that an incoming missile? That is. Can you shoot the missile, please? You need to come in on him. You need to come in on him. I need to remember that this guy does not auto-pick new enemies. That was a mistake. Okay, get out of this mine, please. So you move to here. You move to here. Oh, you're not moving. Get out. Okay, why are you not moving? Oh, he's been stunned. Okay. That's that stun effect that they told us. So you make them all retreat because they're getting a little bit too close. Focus fire on this for me for right now. And then... Oh, okay. We lost the Wraith, but it took all of those other ships out. Yeah, I know you want a deadlock. I kind of felt the same thing when I first saw this, but I'm actually having so much fun with it. Okay, just keep killing mines for right now. You get ready to engage these guys. Okay, we've got a lot of guys coming on the left here. This is gonna have to be your job, Viper, Raptor. Those mines are stacking. I'm trying to stay on top of them. There's just a lot going on. Okay, there's a lot of enemies here. Okay, let's actually just order these guys to run away because they're gonna do a lot of damage to me if I don't. I think we're gonna have to launch a nuke here. Just because there's a lot of stuff going on. I need to be careful about running into all of this. But if I launch a nuke like right here, okay, they're gonna get away. Let's just get you to overdrive and come in on these guys. Nope, come in on these guys, please. Because I want you back. Okay, I think a nuke maybe here is the call. It's going to destroy quite a lot of stuff. I want you. You're focusing on that, which is good. Actually, can you please shoot this mine? You're focusing on him. Okay, that mine's too far away now. But that's okay. There's so much stuff coming in. Okay, you coming on him. Why do we... Did I nuke my ship there? I think I nuked my ship there. Okay, I've got flak. I can flak these guys. I've got deadlock. I actually have deadlock, so I could do a playthrough of it. I've never actually completed it. I didn't realize it had been delisted. We've got 58 seconds to survive. This is getting intense. Okay. Okay, can you shoot... Is there a mine in... Yeah, there's a mine there. Shoot the mine, please. Cool, that took out him. Then we've got these guys coming in. I want you over here. You need to stay where you are. My flak barrages are not doing a lot of damage. I want you to make these guys run, which you can't do just yet. But I'm going to have to rely on you to make them run. Can you make them run yet? 1.8 seconds until you can make them run. Unfortunately. I think we're just going to have to shoot all of these guys. Yeah, we're going to just shoot them all. This guy's launching a missile at my dude. Not cool. Which missed. Okay. 19 seconds left on another flak barrage. Galactic is taking a little bit of damage. I've got my Viper mopping up the raiders. We could potentially kill the incoming raiders on the right by killing a mine. So we just at the moment need to focus down this hacker and let you clear these guys out. But this guy has emergency EMP discharge, so I don't want you to hit him. Go for this guy. Yeah, I know we're taking damage. Hit this guy first. Okay, we got more mines inbound. Guys haven't spawned yet. Okay. If you shoot him, you're going to get wrecked. So move on to this target here. You shoot him. Get out of here. Because the mine's about to mine's about to land on you. Okay. These guys have all come through. Shoot this mine. Damn it, he got blown up. Okay. I stayed too long in the mine. Just keep shooting stuff, Viper. At least they're all going for the... They're not going for the civilians right now, which kind of works for me. I've got 2 seconds left on flak. These guys I need to kill. There's lots of stuff happening. We're taking a pounding here. I need to hold on for 20 more seconds. Do I think I can do it? I keep missing, which is not great. The Vipers here keep missing. Let's order them all to run away. Okay, and then focus on these guys here with an overdrive. And then I've got flak. And if I put the flak here... if I put the flak here, they're going to charge back through the flak. And I can take out these ones. Don't get in the flak solution. Enemy nukes inbound, but they're not on me. So I'm not too worried about that. Why is the enemy firing nukes not at me? It's going to kill all of its own stuff. I need to get on top of this. Oh, but we've been stunned. Everything's coming back around. The nukes are going to be just a little bit too slow to help me here, I think. I do not want to emergency jump. We need to hold it for 10 more seconds. I think I just have to kill what I can around here. And then get out. He did kill a lot of his own stuff for me. Okay, I need to get my Vipers out of here if I can. They're currently stunned. Vipers destroyed. We can jump now. Jump. This is getting ridiculous. Okay, so Muhammad is dead. Arkag is dead. I couldn't dock him. I couldn't dock him because he was paralyzed. That was what messed me up a lot in that fight, was that the enemy were paralyzing my people. Gunstar restores 600 health points. A hero who took damage is unscathed. The next sector has one additional safe sector. I'm going to have to take the 600 health points. How can I save him? It's Gunwong Ju who gets repaired, not Muhammad. Every single final loss. Yeah, it's going to cost me a ton. Let's get Resilient Shelter. Maybe he was the Cylon. Okay, he's gone. Have a hero die for the first time. So everyone's morale just plummeted. Your attention is needed, Commander. Okay, we have to start with this. Today is a day full of sorrow. The entire team, the entire fleet feels the loss of Ade. With his passing, a piece of our hope is gone as well. So say we all. Okay, so I've got 5 turns to resolve these. I've got 2 turns to resolve this. Let's level up our stuff first. Yeah. And also, the enemies had a thing that when they died, they could do a burst that stunned them as well. And it was that burst that got me. Assigned Gunstar weapon deals weak every time it deals damage. Assigned Gunstar weapons gets 15 range. All heroes get plus 25%. Yeah, we'll get one for all. Then we'll level up. One of our fighters is going to level up there. It is the Viper. Unit gains immunity from all friendly fire. Unit gains plus 10 damage to its primary weapons and abilities. That's actually really nice. Every time this unit deals damage with its primary weapons, we're going to get minor cannons upgrade. That's actually really nice. We're going to repair all. I need 113 to repair all. Alright, let's head back here. Good luck with the stream. Thanks, Tiram. I don't know how much longer I'm going to have to live, if I'm being completely honest. Let's do another reveal. So let's have a look at the medical history record for everybody. Okay, that's 2 warnings on past and medical history. I could spend 5 to interrogate them. Let's interrogate his past. Okay, it's a pass. Cylon boss sector as well. Alright, we need to get the military on side. So let's go and play cards in the military. Which is going to cost me supplies. It's just looking like it's the XO. Yeah, I think the event would be over already if he was. That's true. Okay. We have by the way, we have 2, we have a sabotage event if we don't catch him. Oh, we don't have a way to get scrap. Let's look at picking up the other hero. Because we really need another person. So I'm going to send you because that gets us some fleet health. We've got Sota Zeno, he's rare. What is his ability? Okay, I have to resolve this first. Collective challenge. Commander, can I have a word with you regarding the military? The latest training reports are excellent. Objectives are being reached, but the pilots feel unchallenged. Okay, it's the same thing again. Kill as many riders as possible. Don't piss off the military. By the way, this is kind of easy to explore. We should know what it is. You're sure you have fun time with it first time. Okay, what does this guy have? Coliveron on weapon trained. Assigned squadron abilities or Gunstar weapons gain minus 50% cooldown. It might be really nice to have someone on the guns that makes them reload faster. So for now, I'm going to chuck him on the main guns. Oh, she's currently on the main guns with shredding shot. Okay, then I can put him in a... Well, Well, I can put him in because he can help with the cooldown on these. Or actually, I'll put him in the Raptor. All right, and then I can afford to repair. So repairing both of these will be 80 plus 7 will be 94, or repairing everything will be 113. So how much does it cost to repair this? 47. It's much cheaper to repair all than it is to repair 1 or 2. The pilot's feeling challenged. Are they even conscious? Yeah. Let's level up her. Every time an assigned gun-star weapon destroys an enemy, there's a 30% chance against scrap. Squadron. Every time this hero resolves a PI, another random hero heals 1. Definitely want that on her. I need to find a way to make some scrap, but I also need to deal with the events that are firing, and this event is going to fire right now, so I have to deal with this. This will cost me 2. I'm going to take the 2 because I need my people for the events that are going to come up. Okay, I can get scrap. I've got another one just fired. This is the Cylon. I can get scrap by doing emergency rationing, but that's going to get me to 109 scrap for 2 turns investment, and I'm only going to. I need 113, so there's no point doing that. I should just repair the 2 ships, but I can't afford to repair the 2 ships. I can only afford to repair 1. I can afford to repair my Vipers, or I can afford to repair my Raptor, and that's it. I cannot afford to repair both. Because I've got 89 scrap, and 48.7 plus 47 is 94. So do I repair the Raptor or do I repair the Viper? The Vipers are doing a ton of damage. They have 33% evasion. I'm going to have to go for them. Okay, that's the only ship I can repair this turn, unfortunately. Yeah, this is boss. I know. This is looking like the end of the run at the moment, unless something magical happens. Okay, I've got 4 turns to resolve this, 3 turns to resolve this, 3 turns to resolve this. We're probably going to need some supplies. We're going to need Tillium. So I think I'm going to have to grab the Tillium right now. Alright, Alex Shack, good night. Thanks for hanging out. It's been really fun. CIC needs you. Okay, our crisis. A hacker in our midst. Initiating pre-calculation for the FDL drive, sir. Good call, Lieutenant. We need to be prepared when the Cylons find us. What the? The CIC screens are blinking and alarm blares. Lights go off. Tension fills the room. What the frack is happening? Main computer isn't responding, sir. Looks like it's been hacked. What? As long as it remains hacked, our jobs will cost us more. We need to find a system backup. We can find them on colonial structures. We don't have time for space tourism. Can't we just reboot the whole system? He is. I'm pretty sure Tristan, but we'll check it. We could, but it would disrupt the whole R&D lab. We should just down there need the main computer up and running. We're not going to be doing any research anytime soon. Commander, what will it be? Put every available R&D... Yeah, we're not going to be doing any upgrading for a while. That's fine. We're going to push this crisis aside. Okay. Do I... The R&D team is hard at work with the F2 computer. Do I... One problem at a time. Do I... grab the supplies... I don't have time because I need to resolve all of these. I need to spend the next 3 turns resolving these. And that's going to put us past here. What I'm thinking about doing is doing this interrogation in a hope that I find out that he's a Cylon. Which will get rid of the Cylon, hopefully get rid of the Cylon thing, but it will cost me 5 supplies. I'm going to do it. He's not a Cylon. He's not a Cylon. Okay, let's assign somebody to this. We can't make scrap, no. We don't have time. We've got too much stuff to deal with. Okay, he just leveled up. Gunstar weapons, or minimum possible damage, which, okay, we'll take cautious. I need to resolve this now. And I've only got one option. It's going to have to be Hoffman. And now we've got our second crisis. Calms down. New crisis. The frack? The anger in Jong's takes the form of a mean comment. The room falls silent. Calm yourself, Exo. This isn't the computer's fault. My team and I can't access our documents either. No, someone or something is blocking. Hey, Great Dead, good to see you. I'm looking at comms. My guess is the Cylons are behind this. Or yes, we just choose the wrong category. Yeah. We've had plenty of time to hack into our systems. With close magnetic interference, set a specific vibration, they could... Commander, secure alert from the rear deck. Open airlock. One person is missing. Computer problem is spreading. We need the Gunstar on top shape and quick, Sergeant Demas. I suppose we could reboot the entire system and change the communication frequencies, but it would have an impact on our squadron deployment. We'd be sitting ducks out there. Lock one squadron for the first 60. You know what? That is no problem because we only have one squadron. Orders are orders, I suppose. Okay. So now I just need to deal with this crisis here. Gunstar Central System is rebooting. Soon we'll be able to bypass the interferences. We'll be without weapons for the next 2 battles, but at least the interferences won't be an issue anymore. That's not what that said. That was going to happen. It said we won't be able to launch. Oh, you know what you're doing, Commander. Okay. So now we need to deal with this. Lock one squadron dock for the first 60 seconds of each battle. So just make sure it's not the one we're using. I can't. We're going to have to take the 60 damage. It's feeling pretty Jover. It is indeed feeling pretty Jover. Let's grab the supplies for 1 Tillium. And then we're going to spend some time... I've got 2 turns to get us some more scrap. Unless something bad happens. Oh god, there's more. An issue requires your command. Report for Midnight Mist, sir. Part of the military wants to intend to assist in our searching for the hidden Cylon. I went a bit overboard with some underworld assets. The two have been fighting ever since. I'm afraid this will turn deadly. Let's help them let the military continue their investigation. Okay. And then we got to level up for Hoffman because of that. Obtain 1 extra nuke. Every time this year resolves a POI, shot price is reduced by 10% to the end of the next sector. Every time an allied unit is destroyed during battle, they assign you against 30% max hull. Let's grab those out of gifts. And they'll stop coming, they don't stop coming, they don't stop coming, they don't stop... Yeah. Civilians all have holes in their socks now. Okay, we've got these on these gifts. Cool, can I get this on the screen? I've got time to emergency recycle it 1 more time. Which means I can now repair 1 more ship. I can repair the Raptor. Okay. And we still can deploy both because the Kestrel is the one that's going to be locked out for this battle. So I have 2 ships for this fight. The last thing I need to do is I need to repair a ship. And I'm going to spend... I don't have the scrap to repair a ship. No, I don't. Okay, let's just do another scrap investment then. I think that's the only thing I can really do. Okay, and now it is time for our second boss fight. And because it's going to be a big boss fight, I'm going to do this.
Action stations, set condition 1 throughout the ship. This is not a drill. Repeat, action stations, this is not a drill.
Okay, we're going in with the Ceres and the Varanger. Let's start the battle. 1 tip to kill the deployables. Repair ships, yep, sign heroes done, level up done, upgrade done, okay, we are ready for battle. That clip is straight from the show, yeah. It's not a part of the game. I've got it on a thing already. Okay, our next spot is Orionis, which has a trade beacon and stuff, including another civilian ship, which is nice. JK, this was a drill. Okay, the Sphinx, another base star. Predictable. Nice predictable, Grittet. Everything's set for battle, Commander. Why are they attacking? What are they waiting for? Prepare for... The light of the CIC blinds you. A voice snarls out of the speakers. Oh, that's rich. Survivors, escaping their fate. The tone is genuinely curious, like an entomologist who's discovered a new species. How fascinating. Mind if I take a closer look? Oh, is this... Well, who is that? Not sure how, but we've got power back on, Commander. Something in you, in your eyes, has always intrigued me. Curiosity is obsession, even in danger. Just no, Duke, say goodnight to this run. Who are you? Let us see you. I truly admire how you hold on to life. Number 3, the Philosopher. Even as your old world collapses. Frack, what does she want? What do I want? Why, it's obvious. To study you, of course. The base star is shooting at us, sir. By all means. Dratus contact. Cylon Raiders. Dead or alive. Okay. We're dealing with... Sphinx is a Sentinel base star whose mission is to coordinate the second line frigates and trap the last of the surviving fleets. It will use this Enigma to make your weapons and squadrons ineffective while annihilating your fleet with overwhelming forces. Raiders, heavy raiders, protectors, dodgers, and fixers. Coordination deploys a coordination relay on the battlefield. So we want to kill the coordination relay. That makes sense to me. We're going to deploy the ships that we have. And let's see how long we can survive for. Okay, they're coming in from the right. So let's redeploy to the right. I need to right click. Heavy raiders to start with, which are pretty nasty on their own. Let's get you to just fire on him straight away. And I'll get you to go after him. There's a protector here. What is protector? All of the guys will gain a damage resistance passive. Okay, you need to focus on the protector. The relay buff is nasty. He hasn't deployed a relay yet. Okay, I don't have guns. I've got guns in a second. I will guns the other side. We're going to guns. I want to get the protector with as much of the guns as possible. The rest will end up flying through it, I think. Apparently they're not moving. Are they in range already? What are these? Snipers. Okay, we're gonna bombard the snipers if that's the case, because I want to make sure that I'm hitting them. And then these guys are going to continue fighting down here. Okay, I want you over here on this. Okay, here comes a nuke. Let's get you to hit the nuke. We'll activate your speed boost. Okay, and then you can focus on the dodgers, which I hate, and you can make them run away if you're having problems with them. Oh my god, what is this? Okay, we're gonna make these guys run away. Okay, this is the thing I've been told I need to destroy. Okay, what is your range on your runaway ability? Not quite yet. That's a good target. Okay, cool. Get all of them. Yeah, you just follow these guys back. And you shoot at the beacon. So what is this thing doing? All allied units with 125 units have their invasion set to 90%. Oh my god. Okay, that's it gone. Hit the raiders. I'm gonna have to leave the Viper where it is for now. Let's get you to heal yourself as well. No, yeah, just keep shooting. Doing what I can. I'm doing what I can. Okay, we've got a nuke inbound. I need to intercept that nuke. Okay, we're taking a lot of damage on the civilian ships. I can't emergency jump. This to us is cheating. This is indeed hell with only 2 squadrons. We're going to lose all the civilian ships. I just can't get on top of them. I made what I could fly back. There goes one civilian ship. 85 dead. Have a civilian ship destroyed for the first time. My poor Vipers are just getting absolutely carponed right now. Oh, this is really bad. There goes the other civilian ship. Now they're on the battle star. There goes my squadron. There goes my other squadron. It is GG. F's in the chat for the Gunstar, everybody. It's over. I was gonna say, we'll go out shooting though. We'll go out firing. Oh, never mind. We died before I could get the shot off. And so say we all. Game over. R.I.P. The Cylon fighters dealt a mortal blow to the Gunstar. Soon the fleet would be wiped out. Hundreds of survivors gone. We got to level 3. We unlocked oh my god, we unlocked a lot of stuff. Okay, we unlocked 300 Fate for destroying 20 Cylon units with a single unit during a single battle. We unlocked the Convoy. Unlocked by trial out of the lobby, beat number 5 Clerk for the first time. We unlocked by Hope, beat number 5 Clerk for the first time. So we unlocked radioactive HM missile launcher. Had a hero die for the first time, which got us 50 Fate. We got 85 dead, that got us 50 Fate. We unlocked Decaying Shot, which increased our knowledge to level 1. We unlocked the Gazelle, which we unlocked by reaching level 1. Electromagnetic Jammer, the Refinery Ship, Protector, and we unlocked the Scorpio. And we also reached level 3. So what's this say? Hang on. Knowledge represents lost information technology recovered during the Exodus journey from the ruins of humanity. Each level could unlock new favor upgrades and new colonial tech. And then we got 875 favor. Oh yeah, look, I think we did pretty well to make it to the second boss on my first attempt. Oh gods, it's happening. They're here. The Navarak and the Architect. The whole ship shakes as multiple missiles hit from all sides. Well, what are you doing? We failed. Let's at least enjoy one last drink together. The ship's console blinks red. Systems are not responding. Many silhouettes gather in the command center. Sir, what's going on? Why aren't you fighting back? Sometimes you have to admit, you can't save everyone. Ooh, that's a awesome ending. Okay, so now I can buy favors. And I've got this compendium of like all the different unlocks for the game, which is very cool. So let's have a look what the favors are. I can get the Lord's favor. Start with 40 scrap per rank. The more I touch. Start with 1 reroll per rank. The Demeter favor. Start with 4 supply per rank. Artemis's gift. Allow 1 squadron fate restoration for each run per rank. Army's favor. Start with +1 Tillium per rank. Apollo premonition. At rank 1, you can retry 1 lost battle up to Sector 4. Gunstar and civilian ships restore 200 health. And then it's up to Sector 8, and then up to Sector 12. This thing goes up to Sector 12. Wow. Ares Touch. All civilian ships participating in battle gain plus 30 XP per rank, or plus 5 scrap if max level is already reached. That's actually really good. Athena Touch. All squadrons that weren't deployed gain plus 5 XP at the end of battle. All squadrons gain plus 5% speed per rank. Squadrons that have been in hangar for at least 60 seconds during a battle gain plus 5 hull, damage, and speed for the remaining of the battle per rank. And that's everything just for level 3. I think I've also unlocked... I cast Summon Boomer. I've also unlocked another fleet. So we've got the Wanderers, but I can now start with the Convoy, which is a different Gunstar. So a fleet led by an Atlanta-class Gunstar, protecting a defense ship and an industry ship. Core system long-range predictor. Squadron damage is reduced at short range and increased at long range. Gunstar weapon cooldowns are improved. Gunstar and civilian ships are immune to friendly fire. Can have up to 5 weapon docks. A fragile Gunstar that relies on long-range engagement and its weaponry more than frontal assault. So you start with a defense ship, which destroys 1 missile within 150 range every 20 seconds, and an industry ship, which gains a 25% chance to gain a nuke per jump. You start with Mark 7 Vipers and the Testudian Raptors, which have emergency advanced foam. Target squadron restores hull points equal to 50% of its max hull. Short range Gatling guns. Then you start with an EX missile launcher, a repeating EM cannon, and a nuke launcher. And then you have the long range predictor built in. Turtle Raptors, the snapping turtles. So that's what we've unlocked. Now, this has been a 3.5 hour stream, and my goal for the stream was see how far through we can get with one playthrough. So I'm actually really happy with how we did here. I think this was really fun. I'm definitely going to play this game some more. I'm not sure if I'm going to stream it more, but I'm definitely going to play it more. I might do some videos on it. I'm not 100% certain. I am, unfortunately, going to end this stream here because I've got the rest of my day to get on with and it's getting late. So I want to thank everyone for tuning in. I want to just say, these days first. I also, I've played Craig's Sons a lot. This time next week for this stream, I will be streaming again, and I will be streaming Mechanicus 2, okay? Because Mechanicus 2 is out next week, and I'm really excited for Mechanicus 2. If for whatever reason Mechanicus 2 doesn't come out in Australia, or I can't get my hands on it, I will stream this again. But I'll be back at the same time tomorrow for more Unicorn Overlord. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you for all the support that we've had, the super chats, the Prime subscriptions, the follows, everything. You guys all rock. I really, really appreciate it. Have a wonderful day or a nice night, and I'll see you either in the next video or the next stream. Until then, I'll see you later. Ciao for now. Bye.